And I was like, damn, this nigga just throating them shits. That shit crazy.
I ate
bro.
really fast, man.
Yeah, especially when they glizzies. Yo, the podcast people, listen to one and only legend of winning, aka Low. And we back with another episode of the Peer to Peer Podcast. Man, we getting one step closer to the episode 50 because as soon as we get there, you know what time it is, right?
What happens on 50, man?
You know what time it is.
Hey, man, you can't just make up arbitrary deadlines to tell a story. You know, comments are saying, how can Asian never tell stories? One story. Literally is one story they're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, why don't you tell stories?
I tell plenty of stories.
Why don't you open up? Come on.
They got you convinced. Anytime I don't tell a story, it's because it's an active situation, all right?
There's nothing active right now. Come on. Hey, wait, before we keep going, though, say what's up, bro. Say what's up.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a 24-hour challenge. My whole body's incredibly beyond sore. You feel me? So I kind of don't even want to be here. But I'm here because that's what we do, feel me? A&P. Get shit done by any means possible. A&P Low, A&P Agent, man. We here.
Anyway, yo, what? What'd you say? Yeah, you cap. A&P Low, you're ridiculous. Hey, shout out to all my Spotify listeners, Apple, Google Play. Make sure you go rate us 5-star. Put in the, what are we gonna tell them now? I said A&P Low last time.
You just ignored the Stitcher guys.
No, I'm trying. I'm right now. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna tell them in the comment section.
Just tell them to type in Glizzy, man.
Facts. Fat Glizzy in the comments. Leave it down there. Also, shout out to my Stitcher people as well. I don't know how many of you all are out there, but if you're listening, shout out to you. We ain't gonna forget about y'all. Make sure I always gotta give a huge shout out to my word of mouth people out there. Y'all showed up big time in the stream the other day. Y'all saw me with the big dubs. And then of course, got a shout out to the people on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you go.
No, the gang. I felt it. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I hit the desk.
Do all the stuff y'all keep doing. Y'all subscribe, keep supporting. You know, keep telling people about what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit 2 million in the bank account. You know what I'm saying?
People genuinely believe we're millionaires because they can't tell when you're trolling.
All right, how about this? If we add both of our networks together, we're at least 1.5 million, right?
No.
Come on.
No, we're not.
We're not. Come on, we millionaires, bro.
I mean, I don't know what my net worth is. I just know how much capital I have. You know when you reach a certain amount, it's not cash no more, it's capital.
Yeah, capital. All right, I feel it. What about to say? But yo, you got more capital than Giannis's jersey's name. You know what I'm saying?
34?
No. His name on the back of his jersey with all the letters. You got more capital than. Capital
that was
letters.
Cringy. Nah, that was cringy, man.
All right, I'll make sure I scratch it off my verse real quick.
Hey, I have been working on my song though, man. And there's a few lines that, oh man. And I swear to God, literally is what I'm about to do, Lo. I'm about to bring another artist in there with me that actually raps. And after I rap my shit, I'm gonna get him to rap it just so people go, oh, that shit does sound hard when somebody dope actually says it.
That's not how this is working.
No,
it all goes with it.
My writing is gonna outright your writing, though.
No, it's not. But it all goes with it, though. It goes with it's the writing, the rapping, all that stuff, the flow, execution, all that. So if you fail at one thing and it fucks up everything, that's not my fault. It's actually partially your fault.
Remember, obviously, how can it be anybody else's fault?
Exactly.
I understand it's not one of my strengths.
Let me hear your rap voice. Come on. Let me hear it. Come on. Let me hear it.
Like, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you mean to say? Like, you know what I realized? Because I was dead ass practicing. Is I sound the least cringy when I sound the most like myself. It's still cringy, but it's less cringy than when I try and put on like another voice.
So let me hear it though. Let me just hear it. You
asking for too much.
No, let me hear it.
You asking for too
just
much.
Get a little deeper, you be like this. What's up?
No, I don't. No, I tried that and it sounded I tried all kind of different inflections. Most of them sounded hella cringy.
Let me hear just one.
I just try and enunciate all my words. And that's about it, man. But you can't hear nothing though, because we about to stew.
I just want to hear it.
When we get to the stew, you gonna hear it all. You feel me? Drop me a little teaser of what you got.
You go no.
Drop me a teaser of what you got.
I can't hear your rap voice and all of a sudden you want bars from me?
Give me 2 lines.
Stop.
Give me 2 lines. Give me your flow. Just hum your flow real quick.
You gonna jump on the track like, hey yo, it's Young Double O. That's
Do I look like Davis to you? Do I look like Davis to you?
It's Young Double Zero.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My shit, the first half of my shit is like it's dope if it was another person saying it. But the second half is dope regardless, though. You feel me? And I just have to find a way to.
Let's get it clear on the camera, because since last time we was here, the date has changed.
Oh yeah, because we had to change it because we had AMP days.
And what exactly is the qualifications? Because you thinking about doing the whole song. I thought we were just doing a verse.
Well, my shit's gonna be like, it doesn't matter. So far, like a minute 20.
Of what? Of one verse or a hook, a verse and a hook?
I guess you could call it like a hook in the beginning, but I'm not gonna repeat it, so it's not really a hook. It's more like an intro.
Okay, intro. Okay.
And then there's the verse.
Okay.
And I don't have nothing after that.
So you're doing a whole song, or you just doing a verse?
Not really a song. It's gonna be like a minute 30 max.
What's else after the verse? Because if you just doing
the verse, just one verse.
Okay, that's it. All right, this is a verse. Okay.
I was thinking about like actually having a hook and doing it again, but the hook is not even good. It sounds good if the Migos is on it, but because I can't, I had the funds and shit to get the Migos.
Go get Davis to jump on the hook.
I asked Davis though. He said he's down to come through. For real.
Okay, how about this? We both have a feature from Davis. And if you still have a good song after that, you won. If Davis can't even hold you back, then you won, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh shit. But I'm still gonna win though, so I'm not really concerned about it. But look, because I just want to hear the rap voice. That's it. I want to hear.
I don't really have a rap voice though.
You do.
I have like my rap voice is me. It's basically how I'm speaking right now.
No, it's not.
But then it switches up at one point, and it has like a Lil Dicky vibe to it, where it gets like really playful, and then it gets back to me. You feel me? Yeah, I know. But it's
hey, me thinking about you getting playful on the beat. The thought of you getting playful is outrageous, nigga.
Here's what I realized. For me to even stand a chance, I'm gonna have to how like Lupe does this a lot. A lot of artists do this where like they double up on, like they basically layer the vocals, so it kind of sounds like a reverby, echoey vibe. It's gonna definitely have to be some fucking auto tune on that bitch. You feel me? It can't just be straight up my voice. There's no way that's gonna.
Also, how serious are we doing? So we actually go into a real studio?
Yeah.
Not to someone's apartment?
We could go to someone's apartment. As long as they're cool. I just want the engineer to be cool. Because if they're cool, then they're going to understand, like, we're shooting a video. We're not actually rappers. Yeah. We just want to make it sound dope. If that's possible.
Facts.
But I would rather go. I don't really give a fuck what the studio is, as long as there's a good engineer. Plus, it's not going to be a lot of us. It's going to be me, you, probably Davis. Peter might be there. And Waleed, that's it.
I'm about to say, Waleed definitely got to be there.
Yeah, that's about it.
So what's the date?
I don't know. I have to find one.
I say push it back further. That's what I say.
Why?
I'm just saying what I would say.
No, let's do it like next week on the 13th. Actually, I don't even know when's the AMP days at.
I thought you said the AMP was like 13th, 14th. Oh, you said it was on that week. My bad. That's
okay, no, AMP's on the 15th to 18th. So we just do that on the 13th, man. Boom. Feel me? 13th.
13th to 14th.
13th, man.
I just said 13th.
13th, bitch. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Don't look at me like fucking granddad.
Look, I'm trying to give you more time, bro, because you're going to need it.
The other day, man, I was watching a show, right? And it was this black lady I'd never seen before, but I was like, yo, I know her from somewhere. Feel me? And the show was pretty low volume. I wasn't even paying attention to it. Turns out it was the lady who voices Huey and Riley.
Regina?
I don't know what her name is.
Hall,
but it's crazy that I just felt like I knew her, even though I didn't know her at all. It's crazy. Very crazy. Very crazy.
Regina Hall?
Yeah. And it wasn't like I heard her voice and I was like, why is that familiar? I just looked at her face that I've never seen before and I was like, why do I know her from somewhere? Wow.
Yeah, shout out to her, bro.
Yeah, shout out to the Boondocks in general. One of the greatest shows of all time.
Facts. It's crazy how like life right now is just nothing but a Boondocks episode. I swear to God.
Every day I wake up and then another Boondocks episode just reveals itself in real life.
Regina King is the one who does it. Regina
that's
King.
her?
Yeah, Regina King.
I didn't know she did both. That's crazy.
Yeah, she does both. Yeah,
That's impressive. And they save money. They don't have to cast two different people.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Rotten Tomato gave. Oh, this is season 4.
Yeah, season 4 is pretty ass.
I gotta give it a 54. I was like, y'all are stupid. But that's season 4. Yeah, season 4 was kind of mid.
Yeah, no. It's sad. They can't really have no more because Granddad's not there no more.
Yeah,
Very sad.
it is sad.
Because I was actually very much looking forward to it. Didn't they say they renewed it for like a season or two?
I don't think so. But also on Friday, Pops on Friday. That's the same guy. So yeah.
I know him more from the Boondocks. I know. I'm not American, so.
Okay.
Who you got in the glizzy eating competition, man? Me or Troy?
I don't know if Troy's ever seen you just scarf down those glizzies the way I just saw you do it.
You didn't see me do it though.
And that's the crazy part. I went in the kitchen, came back, 2 glizzies gone, off rip. So I don't know if Troy really know your throat game like that, like that ass.
Why are you saying it like that, man?
Because you got to have a crazy throat to scarf down those type of glizzies.
I'm just eating food.
And that's, again, it's crazy how you casually just say, I'm just, but it was amazing to me.
You just eat mad slow. That's what it is.
No, Agent, I went in the kitchen,
for like
came
2
back.
minutes, bro.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you
no,
did,
I did not.
man.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did, bro.
I literally came in the kitchen, turned back around, 2 glizzies was already gone, and in the third one, you was already halfway done with it. You scarfed down glizzies. And Troy does not look like a glizzy gladiator. So I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go on my guy. I've seen it firsthand. However, I will say this. A lot of the skinny guys, they got like crazy stomachs and stuff like that. So maybe he may be able to like hold a lot more down. But I think if y'all had like, here's 5 glizzies, like who can just go down the fastest,
Definitely do something
you
like
would win. But if it's like an unlimited amount of glizzies within a certain time frame, I don't know. He might get you on that. But if it's just like 5 glizzies, who can scarf them down the fastest?
Who could eat the most glizzies in a minute?
A minute's not long enough. So yeah, you would still win.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But if we were talking about like, like the hot dog / glizzy eating competition where dude just like dumps the buns in the water, so like Troy might have you in that.
You will have me in that.
Because that's long enough for him to catch up.
How long was that competition? 1 minute, right?
No. You think he did 75 glizzies in 1 minute, nigga?
That's how I'm putting in work.
No. I think they're in there like for like 10 minutes.
No, bro, I've seen these competitive eaters, man. That's something you do in a minute. He was doing 2 or 3 at a time. You just
75.
Yes.
Think about what you're saying right now.
I understand.
Think about what's that. Just like I want you to stop.
If he puts,
just really stop and think about what you're saying.
3 in his mouth at the same time.
And he also has to eat the bun as well. That's why they dump it in the water.
Oh,
there's no way.
I didn't know he was eating buns.
Yes, they got to.
Oh man,
there's no way they're doing that in a minute.
Yeah, that's tough.
There's no way. It's like. I would talk about throat you have to just scarf down 75 glizzies and buns in a minute. Nah.
You have to not chew. Just like when you put it in your mouth, it just slides down immediately.
Like a conveyor belt going down your goddamn throat. Oh, no, there's no way.
Imagine a glizzy just gets stuck in your trachea.
I don't want to.
That's raps, man.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure it's 10 minutes. But yeah, if we're doing like a set amount, you're definitely winning that contest. What I really want to know is what's up with this beef between you and Cash.
We don't have no beef though.
I don't know. That's not what the word on the street say.
There's no beef, man.
Word on the street say he'll smoke you, bro.
Why are you baiting me right now?
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes.
He had 10 minutes. That's pathetic.
You think you can do 75 glizzies in a hot dog in buns in 10 minutes?
No, I can't. But as the world record, that's a pathetic world record.
Come on.
For real.
But what I'm saying is, after a while, you get so full that's why.
Word.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
think
Yeah.
about like how does that fit? Like
Exactly.
where does that even stay?
Just 75 glizzies in your gut.
I'm about to go to the washroom for hours.
Yes.
They're gonna have to surgically remove the glizzies out his ass.
But yeah. So
There's no other alternative, man.
cash, bro.
Stop trying to bait right now.
Huh?
Man.
What you mean?
Stop trying to bait.
I'm not baiting.
I'm not falling for the bait.
There's no bait. Cash on the stream and say, "Man, you can't hang with him." And I actually agree with him. That's crazy.
Why are you baiting right now, bro? What's good with you?
Yo, I'm just saying.
Why are you doing that?
You can't hang with Cash?
See, that question right there is rhetorical in nature.
Because Cash not seeing you. That's tough, yo. I was like, yo, I think you might be able to hang, but I think Cash might,
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
That's an
Also,
interesting-
Kenny heard you too. You was talking a lot of smoke about a lot of people.
I
Kenny
ain't talking smack about Kenny. I just saw a clip. And it was wildly pathetic. And I was like, I could take those guys. That's the
And then
conclusion
Kenny
I came to.
But Kenny said, "Yo, set it up."
We got to set it up. Real shit.
All right.
And we win.
Oh shit.
And I don't know who their fifth will be. Someone was like, it has to be Taco. And I was like, all right, calm down, guys.
I'm about to say, yeah, but it's cool though, bro. I mean, if that's just how y'all moving. You know what I'm saying? You think you can beat through the wire? That's straight. 1v1 though. I don't think you can hang with Cash, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think you forget. You haven't seen me play recently. That's why you're saying that.
I don't think you've seen Cash play recently.
I've been watching his 1v1s.
He beat Flight in June.
All right.
Think about that. Exactly. Now that shit's settling in, right? That shit's
We're
settling
gonna give people
in.
credit for beating Flight.
In June?
No matter what month it is.
I don't think you could have beat Flight in June. That
You think I'll beat him now?
Yeah, it's July, so yeah, probably. But not in June though. Not in June. Flight, he had step backs, behind the backs, crossovers, spin move.
You haven't seen me. That's really what your issue is right now.
Okay.
You're trying to bait me, but you haven't seen
I'm
me.
not
play.
baiting. I'm just dead ass
We
serious.
was at the court today. Me, Peter, Walid, Cole, and Davis.
So
And I'm telling you, me and Peter was putting in work 2v2. We was playing 2v2 versus Cole and Davis.
who won?
Won that shit.
Y'all won?
And it was a limitless range shot for the game for me because that's just what the fuck I do.
Did y'all won?
You won.
How much? By how much?
11-9.
11-9?
Yeah,
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Davis
too close.
was taking Peter in the low post and he was winning. And I wanted to help, but it was too funny that Davis was succeeding in the low post. So I just left Peter on the island. Davis was in there fucking up and under,
That's
faking
what I'm
like
saying.
this.
I don't understand why people just don't go in the low post sometimes. Like all that shooting shit, like I get it, but like just go in the low post, up and under, finish it at the rack, bro. It's
Word.
simple.
And
It's
before
like,
that, random man's, I'm saying with a high school jersey and shit on. Looked like he was way past high school, but he just had his like old shit on. Challenged me to a quick little game, feel me? Beat him 1-on-1. See, it was.
But he's a
score
random,
was like
bro.
11-7. No, he was actually pretty decent. And then there was a few people at the gym who knew me. You know what I'm saying? So in the middle of the game, the ball bounced to the other side. He shot a horrible break, and I went to go pick it up, and the guy was like, "Hey, are you agent?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me, man." He's like, "I love your videos, huge fan." Then the other guy like overheard that, but he didn't know who I was. He's like, "What that guy say?" And I was like, he just let me know he was a huge fan and shit. So let's get back to this game.
oh my god, bro.
And then the guys across the court also knew who I was, and like they did it. People in Atlanta, they got too much pride to be like, I fuck with your videos. So what he did was he just looked while he walked past me. He went to drink some water. As he walked past me, he was like, I watch your shit, and just that's all he said and walked past.
That's it. That's all you
It's
need
like
to
I
know.
watch your shit. That's it, man.
That's it. That's all you need to know, man. That's it.
And I was like, hey, appreciate that.
He
man.
might not even fuck with you. He just may have seen a couple videos.
But that's cool. But
Yeah.
he could have also really fucked with me, but didn't have the courage.
But you
to
don't
say
know that though.
I know, but I'm saying there's an equal likelihood that he
No, it's
really.
probably not. It's probably
I'm telling you, from the
probably
moment I walked in there, they were staring at me. And the only reason he said something is because he had to come all the way to my side 20 minutes later to drink some fucking water. I watched your shit.
But also in Atlanta, like it's way more celebrities in Atlanta being seen. So they just like, oh, that's just some YouTube nigga. Like he ain't a ball player or nothing like that. So they just be like, what? I see you, and they just walk right back.
yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
they're like more like cool about it here. Like I was leaving Walmart.
That needs to be,
It was
yeah.
happening a lot today. I was leaving Walmart, and then the guy was like, "Hey, you play 2K?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." He's like, nice, man. I just like kept walking.
That's it.
Because I was
That's
like,
it.
I guess I do play 2K.
That's it.
That is true. And then he turned around to his friend. He's like, I told y'all that's the guy that played 2K.
Told you, bro. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. All that other extra stuff, bro. That's so crazy. Oh, speaking of extra, I don't think I told you my cousin almost got into an accident over a car accident on 4th of July because people just going like crazy and stuff like that. Because she was like, you know, yeah. They were shooting fireworks like in the middle of the street and shit like that, and then Phantom put that shit in the on his timeline too. Yeah. I was like, what's wrong with people, bro? And that was like her first car accident. It wasn't crazy though, but it was her first car accident. She was like mad rattle and shit like that.
The kids was just on streets
going crazy.
Yeah, I was pulling up to Davis's house and I was like, man, I don't know when I'm gonna hit somebody because it's dark and the kids are like they're wearing camouflage and shit. And so it's like, how am I supposed to see this tiny 3-foot toddler on the road in camouflage in the fucking night? I'm supposed to high beam my way up, and then everyone's gonna get pissed I'm high beaming. But it was so cool to see everyone just love the country so much. We went to David's house, and he got a nice little balcony. And when I tell you hundreds of fireworks, you could just see it from his balcony. Hundreds. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think it'd be that much because down south it's like that too. Well, further south of Atlanta, where you get like more into like America, like that land.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fireworks down there.
Nah, it's cool. All our neighbors and shit started planting American flags temporarily.
Yeah,
they can take that shit down in a couple days.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was about to say, but it's crazy. Fireworks they just became legal in Georgia. They used to be illegal. People like would literally because the same reason why my cousin got into an accident because niggas don't know how to act.
Huh. So what do people do when it's illegal?
They used to go to South Carolina or Alabama, cross the state lines.
Oh man, to celebrate the country?
Celebrate the country.
People are so like patriotic here. In Canada, it's not even remotely to that degree. Like people in Canada, we love Canada, but like we wouldn't cross province lines to celebrate Canada. We would just appreciate it from the comfort of our homes, and then keep it pushing. You feel me? But people here, like, they go out of their way to like America. Yeah. Like that's such a popular like mindset here.
Which is weird because nobody is like really from America. Like none of them are like really Native Americans. Like that's
but once you're like crazy. Grandparents and then your grandparents from here.
But the whole concept of America though is like
the concept of America is like very, like it's something anybody could get behind.
Yeah, but the execution of how they got America.
Well, yeah.
Was kind of OD.
Well, how any country got any of its land was through war. They didn't just volunteer to give up land. People wasn't negotiating. People only ever negotiated what land they were going to give up or take after a long war. They didn't start with that shit.
Very true, but they got into the war and then they got here and they were like, hey, fuck Britain.
Canada was like, what? What are you talking about? These guys are nice.
This is us now. Like, I know we used to be Britain, but we used to be British, but fuck it. We're Americans now.
They just decided they weren't that no more.
It's like, nigga, taxes. What? That nigga's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah. But think about like even like the Roman Empire, Ottoman Empire, they were around for so fucking long that people just genuinely believed that's what it was gonna be like that forever. Mm-hmm. Right now, I guess because we're born here and it's been like that for centuries, people just assume America is gonna stay America forever. It might not. Like 20 years from now, Quebec might no longer be part of Canada, or I'm sure there's parts of, isn't it Louisiana or some shit say they want it to be separate from. I'm telling you, all of that shit is very possible. You don't know when the next war is. Like right now,
it would take a war for a state in the United States to like say,
But it would, like, the fact that there's no like huge wars, I mean, there's plenty of wars going on around the world, but there's no serious global conflict. We're not about to drop a nuke on North Korea. The fact that Japan just let go, the fact that 2 nukes was dropped in the country, like the amount of peace there is in the world right now is kind of hard to believe in historical standards.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then when a pandemic comes along, I'm like, about time something happened. About time something happened. All right. It was getting oddly peaceful, man. It was getting really fucking peaceful.
So I was bringing it because you just said something just ridiculous. The fact that you just
No, real shit.
you're
Think
looking
about
for
how
conflict.
peace. No, I'm not welcoming it, but I was like, oh, okay, I seen that coming. It was
You seen the
too.
pandemic come?
I didn't see the pandemic coming, but I was like, yo, come on, man. We're just gonna keep saving lives at a better efficacy. Like, yo, bro, we're coming out with all these procedures and medicines saving everybody's lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? The poverty rate around the world is being reduced at a rate that exceeded the UN's expectations. You know what I'm saying? We're in a lot of the world successfully transitioning away from fossil fuels to renewable energy. And so it's like, yeah, there's plenty of problems in the world, but everything, relatively speaking, historically, is going pretty fucking splendid up until 2020. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping we can kind of turn that around again. I like 2019 better, man. It was a lot better of a year.
But the really reason why I asked why he brought up the whole car accident thing, because my cousin was trying to figure out like how what she should do and stuff like that.
About the accident?
Yeah, and it's crazy because like then Davis got into an accident as well, and he didn't know what to do.
What did Davis get
Remember
into?
he got he drove
In the
into
ditch?
the ditch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not really accident, but he just like froze and didn't know what to do and shit like that. Okay. He froze and didn't know what to do like with stuff like that. And I was like, yo, what did I do in my first like car accident or some shit like that? Like what because I'm trying to like I'm pretty sure I don't think I froze. I think it was just like very like, I guess this happened and I gotta do X, Y, Z, yada yada yada. But I never really got into like a nasty like car accident or nothing like that either. But like I'm trying to figure out, you been like one or like a crazy? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just called my brother. He was like 2 minutes away.
On your first one? What happened?
This is a long story, like a very long story. And I'm pretty sure
We have a
I would implicate myself by telling the full or true story. So I can't. But suffice to say, just made a call. And
we're we have a podcast right now, right?
no, I'm being very serious. Like, I can't actually tell the
Agent.
full story because I'd implicate myself.
Agent. How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
Oh, it's not that long. It's not.
Yeah.
No, just tell like an abridged version of your first car accident.
I literally can't.
What?
I literally can't without implicating myself.
Oh my god!
I would have to sit here and like cap really hard. So there's no point in doing that.
Come on.
I'll tell my second one. Oh, I told it on the podcast before. It was the one where I was heading back from Detroit to Toronto in a blizzard and my car slipped out.
I thought that was actually your first one.
No, that was my second one.
Yeah,
and
so-
that was, my first one was actually worse than that. I don't think I've ever told you this one.
No, you never have.
Yeah, no.
What?
I just called my brother and then,
Oh, so you hiding secrets?
plenty.
You ran over somebody?
No, what the fuck?
I'm trying to figure out what like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You-
I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and implicate myself, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, you did something. You ain't do nothing crazy, though, right?
It was pretty crazy.
Yo. It wasn't a hit or run, was it?
No, man.
Oh, okay. I
That'd be
I had to
wild.
wait to see like what times I might have to edit it out. Oh man, you didn't. Oh, did he jump in the car and he was like, I was the one who driving?
No. I'm not gonna say. I can't tell you. I can't say why. But every accident I've gotten,
No insurance.
I either called. No, I always have insurance. Nah. When I was like 18, driving my mom's car, I had no insurance.
I don't think it's that crazy, nigga. Those are all of the crazy things that could have happened. yo. Oh, you ran into a house?
I ran into a house.
Yeah.
No. Stop trying to guess, my guy. I wouldn't say yes, even if it was the right answer.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, those are all like the craziest things. So I don't think it's all that crazy.
It was.
Let me tell you my first time I hit something, bro. So
Hitting what?
hitting something like got in the
Okay.
So I was in the parking lot, dropped off my mom at Walmart, and I got into the car and she let me. I should not have been driving by myself. I had a permit. You had a permit? No, you was.
I had my G2. It's basically my full, not my full license, but it's you can do everything. You just don't have your full license.
Okay. So I was driving, had a permit at the time, so somebody else had to be in the car with me. Well, my mom was kind of lenient, and so I was dropping her off at Walmart, and she said, yeah, you can go to GameStop. It's back when GameStop was popping. So I was like, all right, say less. So I went to GameStop, and the way that the parking was, like somebody was just way too much over the line.
Hate that shit.
But I was so young at the time where I was like naive to think that like
I could fit.
yeah, like I was like, there's no way that this nigga is this far over the line because I should be able to fit. So then I came in and I just hit the fuck out of the car, pulled out and freaked out and left the scene to go pick up my mom. So then I got my mom.
It's actually the right thing to do.
I mean, I don't know. So I got my mom, and we tried to figure out something like what to do and stuff like that.
Drive away.
So
Was there cameras in the parking lot?
yeah, it's obviously camera in the parking lot. So then
That's tough.
but it was like really, really bad. Like it was worse than I thought it was by the time I got out and got my mom. So
Like
then
the damage to
Yeah, the
whose
damage.
car? Your car?
to our car, yeah. Actually, it's Highlander.
Oh man.
So then we got in the car, drove off, and at first we trying to figure out what we gonna do. Like, oh my god, this happened. Da da da. Did anybody see you? Anybody see you? Anybody see you? I was like, I don't know, because I'm freaking out right now. Long story short, called the police and like told them a lie. It was like, yeah,
You called the police?
and they hit us, and we didn't know what was going on, and da da da. And the
Why
police
would you-
already
Why
knew.
would you say that on the pod, bro?
And the police. Oh well, because I'll tell you, because the police already knew, and they arrested both of us, and we spent 2 nights in jail.
I had a man. Once I get out, if I'm about to beat the shit out of you daily for a year, to the point where like you should have bruises in every part.
Wait, who?
If I was your mom,
Well, she the one came up with the idea of calling the police and lying to them.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still beating the shit out of you because you're the one who got in an accident.
No, if you the
If
adult,
you knew cameras was in the parking lot, then why would you lie?
I'm not the one who lied. You keep asking me the question like I'm the one who lied.
Oh man, you guys are horrible criminals.
So then we spent like 2 nights in jail. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, because we actually got charged. Like, there's nothing like really to hide or anything
You have
like
a
that.
charge?
Oh, they eventually dropped it though. Yeah, but I for 2 weeks, you could just go on mugshot.com and you can find my mugshot.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Mugshot.com.
it's a thing.
That's funny.
And I was in jail, bruh. I was like, yo, I was kind of like scared at first, but then I realized it's my city. So I came over there. I was like, oh shit, you good? Hey, Jeremy, what up? You good, bro? Oh, March. Hey, yo, I'm in here, bro. They got me. So I was just sitting there chilling and stuff like that. I was good with a couple of
You
the
get caught on a
officers.
Friday? Why'd they hold you for 2 days?
Yeah, it was a Friday. Yeah.
Oh man,
It
that's
was
tough.
a Friday, so we didn't get out until literally Monday morning. It was like early Monday morning when we got out.
Mm-hmm.
So then my a few of my friends when I got at was it Friday? It was something where I came out and I had to go and I went to school. I had to tell them like I couldn't do my homework because I was in jail. So I was going around saying that shit like it was cool. I was like, yeah, man. That essay I was supposed to write, teach, couldn't do it. Nigga was locked up. And they wouldn't let me out. I was done. I couldn't do shit. My teacher was like what are you talking about? He's like, here's my note. Threw it a note. Start looking cool. Like, yo,
You asked the jail
y'all good?
aficionados to write you a note
No, if you're you was in jail, to write your note for
for class.
school, yeah.
So, but you had to ask them for that. I have a paper on Monday. My teacher's gonna wonder where I was. Could you let her know I was locked up over
locked
the
up.
weekend?
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't do that. They gave you like a pink sheet of paper where you signed to get released from jail, and I just gave you
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
But shit, at first I was kind of like scared, but when I came there, I saw some of my niggas. I was like, "What's up? You good? You good?" Shit, I'm just chilling, bro.
see the marks, man.
Yo, they knew it was. They ain't had to see nothing on me. They knew who I was. You know what I'm saying?
You're so fucking
had
corny.
the flip flops.
I swear to God.
Had it like flip flops on shit like that. Luckily, I wore some white underwear that day because if I had any other, you have colored shit on, they force you to take that out too.
For real?
Yeah. Can't have colors in there, you know what I'm saying? They may think it's gang affiliated or something like that. So luckily I had white underwear on. Got in a little jumpsuit. I was chilling, bro. Food was better than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Came in there, was chilling. And actually
Free food over the weekend?
why you have to pay for it? What? You were stupid. You're stupid.
Taxpayers pay for it.
That's a fact. Nice little oatmeal. Oh, they had a glizzy too. Had a glizzy for lunch. Get a glizzy for lunch. Nice chocolate milk. I keep it being with you. It's damn near like going to school every day. It was on par with school lunch, nigga. I swear it was. And then then they took me out. I was in holding. I was in holding for like a day and a half. Holding, bro. Just sleeping on the bench.
Why they even bother arresting people they can't process for 2 days?
Over something that's crazy like that too. Like nothing crazy. Yeah. But I got in there, got like a couple push-ups in, you know what I'm saying? Then I got in the cell, and right before I was about to get initiated, made bail Monday morning, bro.
Wait, how much was bail?
Oh, like 10% of whatever it was.
Which is what?
I don't know. I was young at the time. Nobody didn't tell me. Like, oh, you owe me XYZ. You get older.
How does bail work? You don't get that money back, do you?
No. Why would you get the money back?
Maybe it's like collateral so you don't run away.
No, you pay the bail to get out of jail.
And you never get that money back?
No, because if not, then you have to just serve the time.
That system is fucked.
But you know you have to pay the whole thing. You just pay like 10 or 15% of it.
That's still fucked, man.
So I got out, greeted the folks. You know what I'm saying? My people outside.
I can imagine you just walking your way out, throwing up in every imaginable set.
Hey, a part of me was like, jail was such a breeze. I ain't gonna hold you. Jail was such a breeze that I low key wanted to troll when I got out, but I know my mom and my aunt was gonna be upset if I did that, so I had to just walk out like, oh man. But I really wanted to be like me and my brother linked eyes and thought for a second like, oh, come on, you ain't gonna do it. Because my brother was like, oh man, what up? Like, it's going crazy shit like that, trying to dump me up like, Brother Marcel, I see you out the cell, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to like egg on to it because I know my mom was like really upset and shit like that. Because when we was in the back of the paddy wagon with the handcuffs on when we was first going to jail, she was crying and stuff like that. And I was like, Shma.
Were you guys together?
We went there, yeah. But
but they separate you when you get there.
In holding, no. But when we went into the cell, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So but she got out first, and then I got out, so it was cool. But I was just about to get jumped in. You know what I'm saying? About to get gang affiliated, have a couple more tattoos on my arm and shit like that.
You don't have no tattoos
that you haven't seen.
Huh? You mean that I have seen?
Yeah, that you have seen. Yeah. But like I said, bro, that's my jail story.
I've never been to jail.
It's crazy too. It's a breeze. It ain't that crazy. Now, if you go to prison,
that's
a whole nother question.
No, that's a different.
But jail is like it's a lot of light shit. Ain't nobody in there. Everybody just in there for like tickets or not paying insurance or some dumb shit. Like nothing crazy.
They put you in jail for not paying insurance?
Not paying insurance and you driving around and shit like that, especially getting into a car accident. Yeah.
Oh wow, they charge you $4,000 in Toronto.
No, if you you can get your license suspended and all that shit.
Oh yeah, you get your license suspended. Okay. They'll tow the car and charge you $4,000. I don't think they'll jail you over that though. If you, I don't know, say there's a guy in there who I'm assuming may have done it before, and that's why they took his license and threw him in there. But I know for a fact also if you get into an accident, because I actually saw this live. Somebody got into an accident and they didn't have car insurance, and he was like freaking out, telling like, don't call. And she was trying to figure like, why? I mean, like we're gonna have to like settle this because on top of that we're not in a private parking lot, we're in a public lane, so we got to call the police. And so then he didn't have his car insurance, so they put him in there, put him back in the paddy wagon, bro. Tough. I'd be pissed if I got in an accident with a guy that had zero insurance. I'd have to take his house.
Yeah, I don't think he would own a house.
You're right. I had to take the car. What's left of it?
The red car?
I had to sell it for parts.
Jesus Christ.
Get what I can.
Yeah, not like them. Oh yeah, some people who were what's the shit called? Shoplifting and stuff like that. Nothing, but it was nothing really crazy.
They take shoplifting way too serious here. When I first got here, I yoinked a fucking ice cream bar at a movie theater I was at.
I wasn't there.
No, Davis was there, and Davis was freaking out. And I was like, relax. We do this all the time in Toronto. Nothing happens.
I wasn't there.
Even if you get caught, they'll be like, not again though, right? And I'll be like, all right, officer. Go on about my day.
No.
And the fact that they would literally over $1 ice cream bar send you to jail is fucking lunacy, man. That is lunacy. And people still do it. So it's clearly not enough of a fucking deterrent. It's clearly not an effective deterrent.
Well, no, they're not going to send you to jail for $1 ice cream.
Also, I was told by everybody I asked after that day.
No, not a dollar ice cream. They might
And
just like
to be fair, I was literally trying to buy it, but we went to the latest movie, and so by the time you leave the latest movie, there's no one there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm thirsty as shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's right there, and I want to pay for it.
You're thirsty and you got ice cream?
I mean, I can't go back there and get the drink, but the ice cream is sitting right there. So I just took a little ice cream, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even like sprint out because it's ice cream. Who the fuck cares? I just walked out casually like a normal person stealing ice cream.
Now, since we talk about 4th of July, since we talk about stealing stories, I got one that's topped that. So when I was younger, it was me and my 2 uncles. It was over my aunt's house. My mom told us to go get some ice cream and an apple pie and come back. Now the reason, and fill up her tank and come back. And then she gave us 2 cards to do the 2 different things. One card was to fill up the tank, and the other one's supposed to pay for the ice cream, right? Now the reason why I'm being very detailed is because my mother, she's very like really, really anal about the details. So if you mess up, you're gonna have to hear it when you get back to the house. So we're doing it. My uncle's there. Well, my uncle, these are my like they're brothers, so like they grew up together, and it's me. So we go out there, and we get to the gas station, and immediately one of my uncles just forgot which one was supposed to pay for which one. I'm like, oh no, that's not how that's going to happen. So I try to call, no answer, because she was probably cooking and probably had the phone down or something like that. So I was like, oh, this is tough. So they just swiped randomly, and then we just hopped in the car and went to the store. Already, I was like, oh, this is already a bad experience because I'm pretty sure that was the wrong card. So on the way there to the Walmart we was going to go, we're arguing about which one we're supposed to do, yada, 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 X, Y, Z. And then we get there, hop out, still arguing, and then we just buy the apple pie. Now, the apple pie we were supposed to buy was crumble apple pie. This Walmart didn't have that. So we had to leave and go to another place because my mom really wanted the crumble apple pie.
Of course.
So we left Walmart, went to Kroger's. They didn't have the crumble apple pie either. So my uncle just called an audible and was like, nah, bro, we just got to go ahead and get it. And my other uncle, who really know my mom, looked at me like, yo, that's a mistake because she's definitely not going to want this nigga to spend money on a pie that she doesn't want. So he bought, if you're from America, you know, like Sara Lee pie. It wasn't even Sara Lee pie. It was some crazy other type of pie that we've never had. Got some ice cream and then also threw some fireworks in there as well, which I don't think my mom would have cared, and then got into the line. So as we're in line now in this Kroger's, I flip it. We went to Kroger's first and then went to Walmart. As we're in line in Walmart, like we just start to like look around and people are like running from the back of the store all the way to the front, all at one time.
Who are these people?
Customers. So then as all of them are running to the front, my uncle was like trying to freak out, like, what's going on? What's going on? And then me and my other uncle are still having a discussion about which card is supposed to be swiped because I think he didn't understand the correct directions. And I'm also trying to tell him like the repercussions that's going to happen if we get back to the house and we did this thing wrong. So then he's like, oh, no, trust me, he's cool, da-da-da-da. And then all I see is my other uncle. You know how like when you go to the cashier and they have like certain things stacked off to the side that they sell and stuff like that? My uncle literally jumped that and then said, yo, we got to leave right now. And I looked back and then the alarm started going off and someone had a bomb threat. Crazy enough, it was actually in 4th of July. It was on 4th of July. So then I was like, yo, we got to go. And I start running. And well, no, my other uncle started running and I started going behind him. He was like, yo, get the cart. I was like, but we didn't pay for anything. He's like, no, just go and get it. Just go on, let's go. And I was like, but we didn't do anything. We didn't pay for this. And as he just starts grabbing it and then getting me, and then we just start running along with it with my hand on the buggy. And I'm like, why is my hand like I didn't make this decision at all? And then he grabs even more fireworks as we're going out to put in a thing. So then we get outside and everyone is looking at us with like items with no bags around them, right? And everybody's like, smart man right there. And I'm like, no. And I'm like 15 looking around like, no, I need another adult because this nigga don't know what's going on. But all the adults are saying, smart man. So then we get in the car, and my uncle, the one that stole the stuff, basically said, "Yo, we spent the time in there in that establishment, and we were going to buy it, but our time was wasted because they didn't properly prep us for a bomb threat. So the worst thing we could have done is just leave it there. So we just took it." I was like, I guess. Even at 15, I was like, none of this makes any sense to me at all. None of it makes sense. So then we get back to the house, and the first thing my mom asked wasn't even a car. She was like, "Why is none of this stuff in bags? What y'all doing?" And then it was crazy is my uncle was trying to convince us that my mom wasn't even going to ask that. And I'm like, but she's going to know when she goes into the account and there's nothing swiped on this card. So then we get in there and she's trying to ask, like, where's the bags at? And then he's like, nah, before we get to that part of the night, which card were we supposed to swipe for the food? And I was like, that's not the pressing matter right now. What's pressing is I accomplished this thievery right now. So then he starts telling the story, and he tells it completely different from what happened. He's like, "Yeah, they were rushing us to get out inside." I'm like, "No one was rushing us. We could have made our own decision to take it." And he's like, "Yeah, it was all crazy. So we just had to take it because we spent all night looking for this stuff, and we were in there, and we was in their establishment." And he's like breaking this down to them. And then my mom was like, "Never again." But then my aunt was like, "Smart man. Smart. That all makes sense. That all makes sense." And it was very hectic. I was like really young when that happened.
Man, at 15, you was robbing Walmart. I have friends, bro, that will walk into stores and leave with plenty of iPhones.
See, you're okay. You're no. That's a whole nother. What's the most money you'll spend and think you can get away with?
What do you mean?
I mean, most money you'll steal, like the biggest amount.
It's not about the amount, man.
If I try to steal something that's over $50, I immediately start like,
no.
Allegedly.
Now, I know a person, right?
Okay.
Now, allegedly, it could be me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just have to learn how to be a little bit creative when it comes to saving money. And sometimes you got to take advantage of the fact that these big stores make mistakes.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, an individual was looking at vacuums, and it was clear to me that
it's clear to you or the alleged person?
It was clear to the person.
Okay, the alleged person. Okay.
The person that, like, there was a cheaper vacuum right there, but it was a little bummy. You feel me? So that person just took the sticker from that vacuum, put it on the vacuum that the person wanted, and then checked it out at an alarming discount. And the word around the street is the person still uses that vacuum to this day.
Hey, let me ask you this: have you ever did the whole thing because I worked at Walmart, I started to realize like customers used to get away with this whole thing where if the item was under a different price tag, then we would have to like say, "Oh yeah, that's right," and then as workers we would be at fault. So then as soon as this other person, not me, that figured this out, allegedly they just start going around and just start purposely like taking off price tags and like, "Oh, it's under this one right here. Like, this is the only price right here." And allegedly, this person, when he was in college and needed a calculator, because calculators cost like $100.
No reason.
Just
because this shit has some fucking lines, like it could do a graph on the shit. Unbelievable.
Yeah, those with a Texas Instrument. TI.
We got those for free because our school system cared a little bit more about us. But
no, they made us pay. I mean, they made this person.
Oh,
this alleged person paid for it, right? So this alleged person was like, "Oh man, $100 or $120. That's a lot for a calculator for a college student that's struggling working at an alleged Walmart." So what this person did was just take this out and put in a $50, the $50 one next to it, and just like, "Oh yeah, no, this is $50 now." So they went out, checked it out, and was like, "No, this is it," and took them to the thing and got it a TI, whatever this shit is called. Calculator that's $120 for $50, allegedly.
Of course. Back in the day when Google Chrome was new, allegedly, there were people. You know what I'm saying? There were people that would just inspect element of price. It's a new game. Inspect element at $19.99.
And you got the price
Walk into the
match.
Best Buy and price match that bitch. Allegedly, of course.
Allegedly, of course.
People is now getting caught for that. But when Google Chrome was new, there was plenty of people that did not get caught for that.
Because everybody didn't know about it.
Exactly. So if you weren't game sharing, there was a way to get it even cheaper.
Of course.
If you knew, but most people didn't know at the time.
Let's just say allegedly, when you was like working somewhere and then like a customer forgot their credit card, and like allegedly you would take the credit card and then go to Quick Trip and then just buy a bunch of gas cards immediately. But this is alleged. This is all alleged. And then like now allegedly you would have gas for at least 2 months. Because when the person who lost the credit card, when they were like looking for it and they saw there was charges, they were just going to like, hey, that's theft, and they were going to get that money back anyway. So it's going to be like
so the bank loses.
Yeah, and the bank, they've been, what is it called when they've been bailed out multiple times.
The bank probably has insurance for that shit too.
Yeah, so they've been
the
bailed
insurance
out.
Company loses.
But that's the whole purpose of insurance, though. So they've been bailed out and stuff like that. So it's about time that Americans get bailed out. That's all alleged, though. That's all alleged.
Of course.
Because I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would never.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You're not that type of guy. Literally, I can't make this stuff up. There was a person 2 days ago.
Oh man,
feel me? The person.
There you go. What the fuck? I thought these alleged stories were years ago.
2 days ago, this person pulled up, right?
When these alleged people weren't millionaires yet.
2 days ago, this alleged person, right? He was at the local Target, with the person.
Okay.
And that person was getting a whole lot of stuff, right? And so the person didn't want to check out with that person, but he had some body armor he wanted to try because the person knew that Kobe invested in body armor and he never tried it, so he just wanted to give it a shot. The person literally had it in his hand the whole time. Even was playing games with it and all kind of stuff, put it on the counter. It was no secret that he had body armor drink in his hand. At no point did he bother checking out. That person made all kinds of eye contact with all the employees on the way out, and nobody gave a fuck. And that person threw the drink away because it tasted disgusting. That was 2 days ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just a couple.
I've done something. I know somebody who's done something like that before.
Oh,
allegedly, like instead of buying the whole pack of something, just open it up and then just take it out the pack.
Now, allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
Now, allegedly, there was a guy who loved water.
Okay.
This guy knew this person existed in Toronto.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What the person would do was get a 6-pack of Smart Water.
Okay.
But I don't know if you know this. The person knew this, that they have individual codes on the individual bottles.
Exactly.
So when you're scanning, all you have to do is scan the individual bottle and not the group tag. That person saved hundreds of dollars on water.
Allegedly.
Of course.
Allegedly.
Of course.
Allegedly.
And that person actually found out about that through the cashier, because the cashier kept getting the shit wrong, and the person was like, that can't be right. Try it again. And after the third time, it just came to the conclusion that it was meant to be. This water is a great price. And that person just walked out with 6-pack of Smart Water.
Man.
It was Evian water, actually.
Personally, just me, I got to stop associating with these alleged people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
These alleged people, boy, they getting away with a lot. Oh, man. Also, self-checkout should not exist.
Self-checkout is the most retarded process of all time.
I swear, because I know, like, people are trying to, I think, like, companies are trying to get to the point where they're trying to get rid of cashiers and stuff like that.
Because they actually save more on getting rid of cashiers than any theft from a self-checkout anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Cashiers are looking at their death. Like, not that they're going to stay there their whole lives or anything like that, which is why they don't care. But they're actively looking at what's going to remove their job from existence in 10 years.
Yeah.
Truck drivers doing this. And when you see a Tesla on the road, it is going to take your job in 10 years. Did you know that? That self-driving car is going to make the world safer. and more efficient.
Also, I know a alleged person who just steals like almost every month though. Yeah. Like not like crazy stuff, but stuff like just like, let me see what I can get away with today. Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually, what time is it? Too late.
Oh, okay. Were you gonna ring that alleged person up?
Yeah. It's kind of too late to do that.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
That's good. I'm glad.
I'm pretty sure some people might be able to relate to those alleged people, those alleged stories and stuff like that.
Without a doubt. And you know what's crazy is I only ever hear of people doing that kind of activity at big box retailers, because those retailers actually spend their whole lives gathering information about everybody and then using that to display very targeted ads. Very, very scary how targeted these ads are.
Yeah.
Right. So they basically know everything about you. And they're willing to use and leverage that to take advantage of the human psyche. Think about what they're doing. They hire people for millions and millions and millions of dollars to get you addicted to their shit. When you sign up to the Target credit card, it's because Target will now know everything you purchase and they'll be able to sell to you better. Or they could just sell that information because information is valuable too. That's how Facebook makes their money. It's because they know a lot about you.
Apparently TikTok is doing that as well.
Heard about
where they're
that.
gathering like a lot of information.
Yeah, and I wouldn't trust a company from China, no cap. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? All these big companies spend all day taking advantage of humans, trying to make their apps addictive. So I'm not going to feel bad if you tell me that somebody stole an ice cream bar from a fucking movie theater.
Actually, there's
Won't feel bad.
yeah, I mean that's true. Does David still use TikTok?
Yeah, every day.
He needs to get off that app.
The app is like pretty invasive in its notification spam throughout the day. Like I don't even have no one on noties, but it lets me know every time everybody on the app posts. And I don't have to be following them. It just, you might want to know that Daquan posted. And I'll be like, I can see that on Instagram, so I'm good TikTok.
But apparently that's the purpose of the allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but the purpose of the whole app is like in the beginning, like when you first start posting, the reason why a lot of people get crazy numbers is because the way that it's set up is that it just spreads out like fairly new content out as much as possible. So the algorithm, the system itself isn't necessarily based off of your preferences. It's based off of how can we just give this to as many people as possible. You know
when you're new, they want to give you hope that you can create content.
Yeah.
So they'll push your shit way more. Most people won't be able to sustain that. Most people. And I think YouTube learned from TikTok in the last couple of years. There's a reason a lot of people are making new channels. And DDG's been doing it since time, but now it's more effective than ever. And YouTube started doing that too. Like Willie's channel right now is blowing up. And if you look in the analytics, I wouldn't be surprised if it was suggested to all of Davis's fans, my fans, Peter's fans, and everyone in the circle. I don't know why. YouTube is more inclined to that now. Not as much as TikTok. TikTok pushes the fuck out of new pages. But I think YouTube learned that shit and was like, yeah, we want to give new content creators hope too. The thing about YouTube though is way more saturated. So it's going to be hard to really do that. So anybody who has a big main channel should be looking into making a second channel.
I didn't even know you should be.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that that video that me and him did got 26,000 views.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
And the videos, I know they're hidden suggested because they get huge bursts after like 3-4 days.
Which
is dope.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah, once you start hitting suggested regularly, like that's what our AMP videos are doing now, you're blessed.
What's the next AMP video?
It's coming out today. It's like a Ninja Warrior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, you weren't there for
Not
that.
only was I wasn't there, I didn't even know y'all were doing it until afterwards. Yeah, I didn't even know about it. Shit. Anything else you want to talk about? I feel like there should be some. I feel like there's pressing matters we're supposed to be talking about, like Kanye West going for president, which
He can't, so that's not real. Right?
you're not fucking with that.
No, I mean like it's already too late, even if you wanted to.
I know, but the concept of like, was it?
No, I don't want Kanye running for president. Kanye, no, we don't need more celebrities being presidents. We just tried that.
I mean, but that's not a thing you don't want though. Like some ill-informed individual in the White House.
No, I think we should get somebody that's trustworthy in there. But that's so hard to do because you win elections by just
That will never happen.
getting a fuck ton of money and being in front of as many people as possible and just saying enough generic hopeful things to get their hopes up, or uniting them in their defiance against another group. Us versus them. Trump did that.
I'm gonna say you become a president by being deceptive.
True. It's not really. It is deception,
Yeah,
but it's
it is.
persuasion though. It's getting people to like you.
You win by deceiving people. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to.
You gonna feel every single inch of it.
I thought it was gonna be a response to something else. Did not think that that's what it was gonna be. My bad, y'all. It's my fault.
What is that though?
I'm pretty sure that was a reaction to my glizzy eating competition versus Troy.
No, I mean, but no. I'm talking about when did he ever deem it necessary to yell into a camera? You gonna feel every single inch of me.
I don't know. And I'd rather not know. To be honest, it's one of those ones where I'd rather not know.
Oh man, Cash has been getting kind of loose though with his shit, in a good way though. Like I feel like it's way more personality based.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I like that.
Agreed.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little bit more of him. I think he's finding like a good, because I'm pretty sure he had like a problem with him, like trying to figure out how to juggle being himself but also being marketable. I knew he had to like kind of fix that and had a really nice rebrand. He had a great rebranding.
Yeah,
Cash might have actually had one of the greatest rebrandings I've seen in the 2K community of all time.
Cash is one of the best YouTubers on the whole platform. If you're being honest.
Is it the best rebranding you've seen?
I don't think he rebranded. From off jump, I remember when he first did his, like, when he hit 100K and he was in the bathtub with all the Cheetos or whatever the fuck, talking about some 100K, okay? And I was like, oh man, that's kind of creative, because up until that point, like, he was just known for my team. But then he's like, oh wow, this guy's personality is interesting. It was like when KSI put on that like tight gold suit and was playing that saxophone song all across London. And I was like, oh man, that's his personality.
Yeah.
So Cash did a good job of including his personality throughout the whole blow up. A lot of people blow up and then try to include it later and struggle. Not only did he start off by being a likable person and a personality, he's kind of polarizing. Not everyone liked him because he was very loud and he had a bad mic.
And that's the part. That's what I'm talking about. Because in the beginning, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure there's people who liked him for him and were laughing with him. But I feel like there were a lot of people who were laughing at him as well. Because when I first saw Cash, I more so took him as. I think this is an interesting comment. And I'm being very serious when I say this. Like the ignorant coon. I think he was teetering on that level.
Yeah, but you just have to be the extreme at anything. That's how you win on YouTube. You just have to be very.
But he's not extreme right now.
He is.
Well, I mean, he's not extreme. He's not extreme in a way that could be taken in a negative light. Right now,
it doesn't have to be negative. It can be negative. Like Flight was a walking L for a whole year. Branded a walking L by Solo Minati. He just ran with it. That was technically negative, but that's the result of that brand is positive, even if the association is negative.
But I think that was I think that was partially who Cash was. And he grew over his time just as an individual. Because he rages, but he doesn't rage nowhere near as often as he used to.
He does. No, he just doesn't play 2K as much. What
true.
do you have angry? You don't have shit to be angry about in your life.
Very much
if you
true.
got 2 homes, plenty of
true.
money. Man, I can't even imagine the type of money Cash is making between his main and second channel.
But also, I mean, he took the health thing way more serious than what he once was before.
And so
and he's also being more it's more. It's not even not just that he's not playing 2K, but he's being more. It's not even really. He's like more IRL stuff because he's doing a lot more of the basketball stuff as well. So I think it's partially is a rebranding. I'm pretty sure that was always him, but I do believe he's made a subconscious change over the years.
No, I just think he cut a few things out to be brand friendly, but I don't think it was like a pivot of sorts. It was more of just like an adjustment in course, because a pivot would be an entire redirection, kind of like what Dashy did, where like he was very reliant on the fact that he swore a lot and he was very explicit, but then he pivoted entirely because now he can't do that no more. Cash was just loud. That was his brand. He was loud and exciting. So he doesn't have to pivot that much when all he has to do is cut out swear words. But if you think of the way he positioned himself,
but he doesn't yell that much either right now.
When Cash originally blew up, do you remember? It's because he either won or he was like top 4 in the Sport Commentator March Madness in iPod's tournament way back in the day. And so when my team was blowing up, he blew up with my team. He hit 100K. He started to introduce his personality a lot more. My team was getting consistent content, so he was getting consistent content to post. But throughout all of it, he made himself and his channel available to move on to the next thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't so reliant on the game. And on top of that, of any YouTuber on the fucking platform, Cash is the most consistent across 2 channels. And it is no fucking contest. Over the course of years, Cash has been the most consistent person on the main and second channel of his. Now to the point where his second channel clearly is outperforming his main channel.
More consistent in Flight.
Bro, when they uploaded their 1v1, Cash has got double the views of Flight.
We're not talking about views, we're talking about consistency.
Consistency like you've never seen. Even when he used to do Twitch, consistent, did that shit daily. Up until like recently, there was like years long streak where he didn't miss an upload. And I remember he tweeted about it like a few months ago. And I was like, man, because that's an inspiring grind. Not only did he get way fucking healthier, now on his main channel, he could post like Python, like he just caught a Python and ate it and it's pulling millions of views.
Yeah.
So he's giving himself an opportunity to do lifestyle type content, and it's content that people fuck with. I think he's going to, if I had to guess what he was going to do,
I think
go
that's
into
a
the fitness field.
But I think that's a rebrand. That's what I'm saying.
Not-
To go from 2K to IRL to now fitness, that sounds like a rebrand.
No, the only rebrand he ever did was changing his name from Cash Nasty Gaming to Cash Nasty. That's the only
I think that's
going out of his way to change the way that he was seen, because he wasn't just going to do gaming on that channel no more.
I get that, but I still think that's rebranding. To go from playing video games to fitness. I don't think there's that much of a correlation between the two. Like,
It isn't, but that's the thing, is because
I think that's a massive
from
thing.
the start, he had he had a higher percentage than the average of people that fucked with his personality. Like, think about my come up compared to Cash's. My come up, I did all my GM. I had the My GM community, but they were there for the My GM. They kind of liked me. And then they went to I went to the informational tutorial type videos. And then that's very hard to get personality in there. You feel me? But before that content could do well, you have to establish yourself as a good player. And we did that with like the 81, 79 point game, 95 point game, whatever. And then I moved on to the gameplay personality stuff. So along my come up, I lost people that didn't give a fuck about me. And anytime you have an abundance of people on your channel that aren't watching, YouTube's gonna be like, why are we gonna push this to more fucking channels if the people already subscribed isn't fucking with it? So the fact that he started off early with the personality based humor and content, I'm telling you, took him out. Like, even now, his titles are not good across any of his channel. His main channel has good titles, but his second channel, his titles are very, very generic, but purposefully, kind of like how we do with our AMP videos. But it works for his shit because people are gonna click it anyway. Yeah, I've never seen a person who's been able to just transition to different types of content and be as relevant as he is, as consistently as Cash. He's actually the perfect blueprint if you want to know how to survive on YouTube, because he's been doing it since like 2014. That shit is impressive.
But you still beating him in 1v1, right?
I'm not gonna say nothing. Not gonna say nothing.
Just because you keep patting him on the back, that don't mean you gonna let him up easy, right? Okay, I just want to make sure,
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to do it all the time. I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to just do a lot of research on like what channels do to stay relevant, because that's hard to do. It's hard to do it for a year. It gets even harder for a second year, and then to not only stay relevant but to grow. Man, once you do it for if you reach 5 years, man, what a milestone. But if you reach 10 years, that's like, oh gee, you had no business making it this far.
How old is Cash?
Probably like late 20s.
So me and Brian the same age?
He's probably older than you by a few years.
I mean, he's 30. He basically call him 30.
He's probably around 30.
Yeah. Okay. I say, damn, if it's a few years older than me, he's in his 30s at that point.
Yeah. Wait,
That's dope.
I thought you were 69 or something like that.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Nah, but it's dope though.
Yeah, that
man.
is dope. And it's dope that, he is a bit older and he's still relevant. Because I think that's also like a thing that I think people kind of look down upon YouTubers and stuff like that. They think it's like a.
Think about the biggest people.
Well, let me say, in the community that he's in, how many how old is Troy?
Older than Cash.
Wow, I know that. I thought he was younger.
He might be. They're on the same age, but they're both old relative to most other content creators.
Exactly. Troy and Cash are the only two, right?
Nah.
In 2K. I'm talking about 2K. Or really?
Because
Yeah,
most
okay.
most is like mid-20s though. Like there's the young ones like Jesser who's like around 20, 21.
Davis,
Chris
was
is
like 17.
Yeah, Peter too. Peter's still
15.
18. Nah, but I'd say most
Yeah, how old's
2K
Chris?
content creators 20, 21.
That nigga's getting the bag. All right. Fuck with it when you're young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But no, I think that's what I thought. I thought majority of them are like 25 and younger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, all right.
But the biggest, like when
two
you think of the
biggest.
two biggest, yeah, they're both around 30.
But you're not around 30.
I'm not the two biggest.
But you're top 5. Let's
Yeah.
not cap. Come on, you top 5. Come on now. You top 5.
You're so corny.
I'm just saying, you top 5. Where Duke at? He top 5 too, right?
Yeah, Duke is killing it.
So he top
Duke,
5,
Duke
right?
is doing hood vlogs on his second channel, and
Yeah, I know.
it's pulling. It's fucking pulling, man.
So Duke is top 5.
Yeah.
Davis is what?
I don't know. You know what's crazy? As like
Top 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this anyway.
Cheese, top 5.
Yeah, Cheese is killing it this year.
And he young. So yeah, the two biggest, yeah. But outside of that, y'all niggas young enough to be their sons.
I mean, if they could have kids at 6 and 7, which would be an interesting situation. Can you have semen at 6 and 7?
Okay, what were you saying about Davis?
You can't, right?
What were you saying about Davis though?
When was the first time you found out that you could like jerk off?
So Davis, right? So what were you saying about Davis?
I was laying down and then like
So Davis, right?
shit
Davis,
hit my-
right?
I was laying on my stomach.
I don't want this video to get demonetized.
And
Stop.
no, I'm not gonna use
Because what
any
you're about to
code
say
words.
is something wild.
I'm not.
I don't want to imagine 5-year-old agent
It wasn't
humping up
5, I
against
was
a
like-
rug and then literally soiling himself in his pants. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want him doing a barrel roll on the rug and he just freezes like, oh my God, what's going on? I don't want to hear
What
that.
was your first story, man?
Stop. What were you going to say about Davis?
I wasn't gonna say shit about Davis.
You said Davis or Cheeseaholics.
What about them?
You were saying, I was going to say this, but
Oh yeah, I'm just for myself. I was gonna make a power ranking, just in terms of like views per video
Make it right now then.
and like earned media. I just want to get a good understanding of like where people are, because first of all, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But second of all, it makes me want to grind harder because I don't like being second. And the reality is
Well, you're not even third right now, though.
exactly. So that's the reality. But I don't even like not being first because I'm a competitive guy. And so I want to be first.
Oh, I thought you said I don't like to be first because I'm competitive.
No. I'll do anything to be first place.
okay.
I love being first place, but it won't stop me from being happy for other people when they get milestones. But in the happiness, I'll be like, oh, I should probably get my act together so I can fucking climb this shit too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just for myself, just to create like a 2K content creator power ranking, update that shit monthly, you know what I'm saying, based on movement. Give me like a good understanding of like where everyone is at and then like how my shit is comparing to him. Yeah, because I don't want to get left behind. You feel me?
I hope you don't.
Yeah.
I hope you don't. You got to carry this podcast. I hope you don't.
I mean, I'm kind of pissed you won't upload on your second channel. I'm not going to keep bugging you about it. You're going to let that shit die for no reason.
No, it'd be up there, bro. Don't worry, bro. I'm trying to make
You've
sure.
been saying that though, bro, so I don't trust you.
I'm gonna make sure you you get your shit together first, and then when I pass you,
My
you
shit
have no
is together
excuses.
right now.
You're gonna have no excuses when I pass you.
Man,
so
my
it's cool.
main channel's doing better than ever. Literally about to have a video hit 1 million in like 2 weeks.
Which one? The 2K21.
2K21 one.
Yeah.
My last video was a 2 out of 10, and that was a fucking meme video. Meme videos never hit that hard. I'm about to try a gameplay video next. Let me find out that's a 3 out of 10 or better. That'd be wild. So yeah, my main channel is up. AMP won't stop getting 1 out of 10s.
Jeez.
The podcast every month is doing better and better. And my second channel is averaging like 140, 150K per, which is just full of excitement. And I feel like I'm getting better at making videos too.
That's really a positive.
Yeah. So yeah, my shit is together, bro. So I need you to get your shit together.
Trust. So, is there?
Huh?
You good?
I'm straight. I'm beyond straight. Man, I was just looking at my Excel document, you know what I'm saying? Let me know all my streams of revenue, man. And it just hit me like on a bad month. I surprised myself. You feel me? Like, so this is about to be a really good month. by all, like how the first 6 days went, it's about to be a very good month. So, well, you saying you might see me with a fourth car or something.
The Raptor?
You might see me with, I don't know what to talk. I'm not gonna spoil nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I realized though?
What's that?
On a huge pivot.
Yeah.
So I've been going on dates and shit the last few weeks. And I started to realize that like now that I know, like I just really wanted to know that I could do that. You feel me? Like that
What?
I wanted to know that like I could hop on any app and then find people that I found interesting and then keep a conversation entertaining. And then when we link up, we both have a good time. I just wanted to know that I could do those things because I haven't done them really in ever. You feel me? So now that I know that, like, oh man, you know, for the most part, every date I've been on was very positive. Mm-hmm. I actually have no incentive to like.
So when your dream girl comes, you'll be able to handle that, right?
No, I don't think I'm nearly at that point.
I'm just saying, like, that part of who you are, you got that. Like, you can interact, hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Davis can do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't want to be like Davis.
Yeah. But I like keeping up with more than 3 women through text is like impossible, man. I have no interest in doing that. Like, there's no way. Like, I went on a second date with a girl.
That shit not even cool, dead ass.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
not. And I went on a second date with a girl last week, and it went well. You feel me? But I ain't hit her in like days, like 4 or 5 days. But she just hit me. But I just been doing this A&P video all day, and now I'm here doing this podcast. I'm gonna hit her up tomorrow.
Oh, that's what you was doing downstairs?
Yeah, when I was walking back and forth.
You eating the glizzies?
I mean, I was just recording as part of the day.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil the video or nothing like that.
Okay.
And even the girls that like I'm really attracted to, you know what I realized? I found that the girls I'm really attracted to, I don't have as much in common as with them.
Why are you attracted to them? Looks wise, or
they
you
got a
talking about?
fat ass, giant titties. I don't know, man. Like they have attractive physical features. You might have curly hair.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. Like you weren't telling me physical features. Then yeah. Oh, because most of those women don't have to try that hard.
Yeah, that's what I realized.
Yeah, they don't have to try.
That's what I realized, man.
Just got fucked, but. You know.
So when you find like the baddest woman on the planet, she might not have developed the skills to be of value in any kind of relationship because she never really had to, because people just walk up to her and she could just do the bare minimum because she's beautiful.
Facts.
So I was watching this Economics Explained video, and he was saying that the economies that had to switch from agriculture to manufacturing earlier because they ran out of space, like London, you can't just keep expanding and doing more agriculture. They did it because out of necessity, but they found that they can scale that better, and their economies grew more as a result. And this was before everyone even knew what the fucking economy was. People just thought like if you wanted to have a rich country, agriculture. But when you run out of agriculture, what do? You start making clothes, manufacture some shit. And then now we know that once you've mastered manufacturing, like China's done, now you try and move to like a service-based system. And that's when you get to like what most any first world country has.
Okay.
Feel me? So in that same analogy, you know what I'm saying? If a woman doesn't have to ever try to get the type of guy that she likes, then I don't think she's going to be ready. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like she might give horrible head or have no ability to hold a conversation or just lack any kind of valuable skill whatsoever. So you're the one that's caught doing everything. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But again, that's based on my very brief experience. I don't know. I kind of like being alone, though. I kind of realized, like, I like being alone a lot.
Well, maybe not. I like being alone sometimes when I have my own space, but I'm starting to realize, like, I hate sleeping alone, bro.
That's what, so, yeah. First of all, remember when I said that to you 6 months ago and you were joking about it and you were playing Drake songs? Bitch.
Oh, man, I'm still joking about it. You're a simp. You like this. Yo, come on, yo. Come on, what's up with you?
Nah, but
man up, bro. I sleep with the bag. I sleep with the money bag on me, bro. That's what I do. Just cuddle real nice up to my Benjis.
Ooh.
That's all I do. You know what I'm saying?
If you sleep with a woman that you're really fucking with for like a month, right?
Oh, if
you're either at her place or she's at your place, let's say like 3 days out of the week type, and then you guys just stop communication, then yeah, you're gonna be like, man, I fucking hate sleeping alone.
That is a fact.
But nah, I like sleeping alone at least 5 days of the week.
Oh, I mean, if we can have it that easy, where I can just like call somebody over when I want to like cuddle and shit like that, yeah. But like in a sense of like just being in a relationship or building something, and I want to like just be with you. Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes I want to sleep with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to just sleep with someone else.
Just bring it up, man. Be like, so what's your thoughts on a open relationship?
Okay.
And see what she says to that.
No, I wouldn't even want to be around a woman who would say yes to that.
Why?
The same thing we said last podcast. It's like, yo, I don't want to hear your stories or
I
some
hope she
other
wouldn't
nigga.
tell you. I hate when women do that shit.
Oh, but
Sometimes they'll do
though.
that just to try and make me jealous.
Yeah.
Where they'll tell me about like another date they went on. Bro, I don't care. Don't tell me about other people you're talking to. I have no interest.
Also, if a nigga don't care, he really don't give a fuck about you either. Just to let y'all know.
Is that true? Because I don't give a fuck.
If I don't care, if like you talking to somebody else, that means I really don't give a
Really?
fuck. Yeah.
No, there's women I cared about that I did not care that was talking to another guy. I'm just so delusionally arrogant that I know that guy is not fucking with me.
Oh, well, let me tell you that
So
again.
it's like I'm not worried.
If it's some lame ass nigga, then yeah, okay. I don't. Yeah, you can talk to
But you
me.
don't know who it is though.
Oh, but
But
if
has a woman ever like showed you like a photo?
and I
Did
was
you went
like,
to that extent?
and I was like, yo, I can take that nigga. I ain't worried about that nigga. I can take that nigga. If push come to shove, I can take that nigga. Now I look and I'll be like, oh, that's not even a rollie on his fucking wrist. Yeah, I got that nigga. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. Is that G-Shock?
Had a movement watch?
No,
Oh,
stop.
get him out of here, man.
Stop. Is that a Generation 2 Apple Watch? Oh, stop. Nah.
If I catch a guy with a G-Shock in 2020, we gotta talk.
Is that any? That's only a 12 karat chain? Oh, no.
12? Peasant.
No, that nigga moving and shit like that. So yeah, no, I ain't really concerned about that. Is those cubic zirconiums in his ear? Nah. They're not even diamonds. They're not even VVS's. Nah. That's a broke bitch. I ain't really worried about him.
So what do you think about dating broke women? Because I'm conflicted.
I mean, to me, they all. Let me stop.
Whoa, hold on now. Because part of me doesn't give a fuck. I'll never
shit.
get.
We get into the real conversation with Agent.
So as an individual, I don't care.
Broke, right? Not less money. Not less.
Yeah, broke.
Broke.
Like,
What do you define as broke?
Like,
Let's hear what agents.
like if they don't
do.
go to work for 2 weeks, it's gonna be serious
Oh,
financial
no.
problems. So this is the only reason.
Nigga, you go to work, nigga. I wish a woman would tell me, hey, I might have to call out for 2 weeks. I'm tired of working.
No, but I'm saying if she doesn't work, then it's gonna be like, how is she gonna pay for anything? And if that's all, like she doesn't even have enough to cover 2 weeks of not going. That's what I'm talking about. So
Nigga, but that's most people though.
in this
no.
country.
No, I don't think
In
that's,
this country,
I don't think that's broke. I think most people have to work. They have to work 2 weeks to make sure to get the next paycheck. You're saying you're not living
but
paycheck to paycheck.
That means that she has no emergency funds. That means that she don't have not a single investment. You feel me?
That's most people in America though.
I get that.
So you think most people in America are broke?
This is why I'm saying that. I was on a trip.
Wait, let me say this.
Most people are.
Even millionaires in America are like that.
Okay, then they're just spending too much. So I guess maybe I should change the
That's
definition.
what I'm saying. Nigga, what the
You
hell?
would have to be making less than like 20K and that be happening. Maybe 25.
Okay, so that's perfect. Cause I'm about to say because when CJ McCollum said, yeah, some of my NBA brothers got to get back to work. I'm like, nigga, shut up, dumbass. I swear to God, I am not trying to hear some millionaires tell me about how they struggling right now, nigga.
So
But so 25.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't care because in most situations, whether I'm with a
For
friend,
people who don't know, 25 is like minimum, like a little higher than minimum wage.
yeah. What's poverty rate here in this country?
Around 25.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So this is why I say that, because there's times where it frustrates me. I was at a trip with some friends in New York a few years ago, and I got myself my own B&B, and everybody else is basically chilling together. It was like maybe 15 of us. Feel me? But I allowed a few of people to stay at my B&B. Now I remember because like every time we wanted to go somewhere, I had to order XL, and I'm like, man, that shit is fucking annoying. And it'd be trips from like fucking Jersey City all the way to goddamn Brooklyn. I don't know if you know, you got to go through Manhattan to get there. So it's long hour drives with XL, and they be taking forever because of traffic and shit. I'm frustrated. There was a day, bro, where I woke up at 6 a.m. to screaming outside my bedroom because they were arguing because one of the guys with a vehicle just drove away. And then two of them didn't know like how they were gonna get home. And they were really arguing over like a $10 Uber. And I was so frustrated over that because when I'm like the people I regularly talk to, just the thought of even having to argue about who's gonna call the $10 Uber is fucking lunacy. You feel me? So that was the first moment where I was like, yo, I'm never gonna go on a trip again with people that have
broke niggas.
$0.
Yeah.
Cause it's like but you impeded my ability to not only be productive, but enjoy the fucking trip.
Yeah.
'Cause I was busy worrying about like, is it an XL? Like, are you gonna like? It wasn't even a big spot, but it was plenty of us just chilling there. And not that I mind it was chilling there. But I'm waking up at 6. Our screaming arguments. Come on, man, that shit is not cool. That was the first time it kind of hit me. And I hate feeling. You know what I really hate? I hate feeling like I need to pay for someone else's shit. I like volunteering to. Like if we eat together, there's a good chance I'm gonna pay for your shit anyway. You don't have to ask if we're just chilling together. Feel me? Whether it's a date or I'm just out with friends. Because in most situations, I usually have way more money anyway, and a lot of the time I'm fucking suggesting what we're gonna do. So it's like, man, if you came to the spot that I fucking wanted to go to, and you try and grab something to eat, it's not the end of the world if I just pay for the shit.
Yeah.
But if someone hits me with some like, I expect you to, then I guarantee you I'm not doing it. Because at that point,
But not on like on a first date type of thing, right?
no, on a date, on some dates I'll just wait to see like how like the quality of their pump fake when they pull out their wallet. But I'm comfortable paying for it most anytime, unless it's OD. Like if she decided she wanted to go to like a fucking the most expensive restaurant in the city, you have to pull out your wallet too.
All right, so I'll say this.
Because I guarantee you, I did not enjoy the food enough to pay for it twice.
And when you say it like that, because that's really what niggas is doing.
Yeah.
You're paying for the food twice. I think I'm at a point in my life, and I made sure of this after the last relationship I was in, that there does need to be a certain standard that you have to meet. And of course,
Can they live at their parents' house?
If you live with your parents, there needs to be a in progress moving out plan. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, well, I'm assuming when you say living with your parents, it's like I'm living with my parents and I'm not even close to like moving out, that type of thing. No, but if you're like if you where I was at like earlier last year, where I was like in the progress, or I made enough money, I just wasn't really in the craziest rush or nothing like that. Like that type of thing. No, I have no problem with that. But like not having your own car or not being able to just like take care of just like mundane things, to me, that's where it gets a bit like over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need help someone paying like for gas or your phone bill, it's like, okay, like that's not even, because shit like that is like, if me and you weren't talking, how was that going to get paid?
And why are you even talking to people if you can't pay for gas? You need to be hustling. You need to be there's no if, ands, or what's about it. You need to be making money. You got to be.
It's not even, to me, it's just, again, it's just extra shit. If we doing extra shit and you can't afford it, then maybe I have no problem with what you call it. But if it's just like basic shit, because again, I just ask myself, if I wasn't talking to you, how was it going to get done? Like that's my whole premise.
So do you think it's attractive if a woman has a lot of money?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's attractive if a woman is very successful, but I don't give a fuck whether or not she has like a lot of money.
Oh, well, okay, man, yeah, successful.
It would be nice so that like if I say something like, man, I love to go
successful is a better word.
Yeah. I'd love to go to Australia. And then she'd be like, oh, man, I'd love to come too. Like in the back of my mind, I don't have to think like yo, but you can't though, because you can't. So I'm going to have to most likely. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, man, now I'm paying double and shit. But like if she's balling, I don't even have to worry about that.
But see, I don't even mind if we splitting it like stuff like that, I don't want to have to go 100-0 or not even 90-10. Like we don't have to go 50-50, but even if it's 60-40 or 70-30, I have no problem with that. But like, meet me somewhere. Don't have me do everything. Like I'm not fucking with that at all.
Yeah, that shit.
And even if it's not like, if it's something that's a financial responsibility, at least be aware, you know what I'm saying, like of what I may be doing financially, that you're not having to carry that burden, and just make the process much easier, like that type of thing.
Word, yeah. I was about to book something I was doing for a date, right? And I told her like I'm about to book it right now, and she literally was like, stop, because she was like, we gotta look for coupons first. And I was like, that's a dope response, because she knew I was gonna cover it anyway, but she's worried about overpaying, because it's not gonna affect her at all. It's not coming out her pockets anyway. But that's the appropriate response, because I always tell people this, because some people don't think it's the case. People with some money spend a lot of money. People with a lot of money the people I'm talking to with a lot of money, they don't spend money. They might have like one outrageous purchase of a chain or a car, but they're not regularly, sometimes both, but they're not regularly spending money. The guys I know with a lot of money are saving and investing. The people I know that make some money are on Instagram flexing and wasting it on the next thing because they want to make it look like they really, really got money. Yeah, so I think a lot of people are just surprised, especially once you see my cars and then where I live. They're like, they immediately assume one, millionaire, and then two, like, oh, it must not matter to him if he has millions that he's going to like, it's like a $200 dinner. Like, what's the problem? I was like, no, it's not. Oh my God! First of all, even if I grossed $1 million, even if I in the greatest year ever I grossed $1 million. Now I gotta pay for the designs on every upload because they need thumbnails toasted. Like someone has to edit them if it's not Waleed or if it's AMP Video Chris. That's but we need cameramen. They get paid too. Boom. First of all, the government takes like 30-40%. So take that off the fucking top already. And then you're not really looking at that much once all the shit is cut up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, I do my same million that way too. I was like, fuck, bro. It's like already 600,000 after taxes, 600,000.
Like I'm gonna be very serious with you. I was looking at my expenses to start the year, and it was bordering on like there was a consistent few months where it was over 20,000,
and it was retarded, right?
And I was like, man, what the fuck have I been? Because they won't even hit you that you're spending money when you're spending money. You got to catch yourself. Now my shit's down to like 12.
Yeah, it's like last month I was like 15. I did like crazy.
I hope your shit's not at 15 because you don't have no editors or nothing, man.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
But
but me and Willie had the same conversation about like just budgeting yourself. But it is crazy. Like people with actual money are much more conscious about spending it than other people are.
Not only that, but they don't feel obliged to tell people they got it. You feel me? Because that's like that comes with some maturity. Like they don't even want people knowing that they have money. And so it's like they don't want people knowing they have money, but people with some money, they need everybody to know they got a lot of money.
But see, and that's the reason why, again, I'll get flabbergasted because again, it was like this last time I was with someone where you don't have money, and then as soon as you get a little small bit of money, you already spending it somewhere else.
Word.
And to me, that's not only is that just outrageous as a thought process as an individual, but I also felt disrespected as well. Because if you're asking me for money or for some type of financial help, but then as soon as you have money, you're not at bare minimum taking care of yourself, so I don't have to help you out anymore, then it's like, and they're like, you just don't give a fuck.
Word.
So yeah, to me, I'm trying to put like a number to it because I don't really know of a number, but to me it's like if whatever you have going on in your life and what you need to do before I even like enter it, you have to be able to take care of that shit.
Word, because I don't want to feel like you shouldn't be a dependent. Like if you depending on me and that's not even remote. That's the most unattractive trait imaginable
Facts.
to me.
And I don't mind, but if something like comes up or something awry happen, I don't mind helping in those regards because I know like everybody may not just have it like that. But like if it's some other shit that like just everyday regular mundane shit, nah, bro.
I have a policy. that across the board for
I'm gonna
anybody.
tell you right now, if you say 25, some shit can pop up and they can't take care of that. I'm just let you know that right
What do
now.
you mean? What are you talking about?
You said at bare minimum they have to have 25,000.
Yeah.
Some shit could pop up and they may not be able to take care of that.
Okay, that's cool. But then I'm taking care of it for them.
I'm not saying I have to. I'm not saying I have to. No.
Yeah, bro. I have a policy. If my mom asks for anything, she could be like, "Yo, Dean, I need a private jet." I'd be like, "Mom, I'm gonna work right now. I'm gonna see if I can find a deal on a private jet." That's the only person I'm gonna do that for, right?
Okay.
Everybody else, I'm like,
there's extra though.
I'm like, hold on, pause. I actually have a policy against getting involved financially with anybody that's not my mother. So I in almost every situation I tell them no. Now every once in a while, I'll help out somebody who I fuck with that needs help. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I hate those situations. And I'm luckily, like, I hear stories of people that get asked a lot. I don't get asked. Actually, I'd say I rarely get asked. I rarely get asked for money or financial help, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I hear people that's like, man, my cousin hit me up. He said he was in this situation. He needed this immediately. And then, you know, my stepdad needed this. And it's like, oh, man, that fucking sucks. That sucks, man, because now you got your focus on a whole nother direction. Your focus needs to be on building your shit. You got this opportunity here, and it's only going to be live for the lifetime of the opportunity. Here you are spending it trying to help other people. Now, no cap, on some really, really real shit, I have no intention on keeping my money after I die. Like, I fully want to donate all of it. Which is probably not something my future kids want to hear, but
Oh, so you're not gonna leave enough for your kids?
they don't deserve shit, man.
That's retarded. Okay.
No
Jesus.
cap, they don't deserve shit.
Everything you just said is retarded.
Nah, it's real shit. So I just want to make a ton of money so that I don't have to ever worry about not having it. And then on some Bill Gates type shit, I would like to just have some kind of impact with it once I've made it. You feel me?
True.
I can't be there doing that if every left turn I'm picking up after everybody.
I mean, no, I understand it. So, but
Unless
what you're saying is you want someone to make more than 25. There's just no way.
I just want someone to be able to take care of themselves. You can make less than 25, but if you don't need a lot, like if you live, especially in Atlanta, you can find a decent spot for like 800 and split it with a few people or whatever. Then you could live well below. Like a lot of people live at their means.
What place in Atlanta where you can it's 800 a month and you can split it with other people?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, people do this shit.
Where?
Especially near college campuses, because that's where a lot of those homes is designed to house 3 or 4
There's not a
separate entities.
First of all, in Atlanta, you can't even get a spot unless you're making 3 times the amount of rent.
No, bro. Don't sit here and try and tell me the Atlanta real estate market is competitive. I done came from Toronto. It's way easier here. And Toronto is more challenging, and people still did it in Toronto. I know people that have 4 roommates. Everyone chipped in $750 each, and that market is hot as fuck. So
You're telling me there's a place in Atlanta? No, there's just not. But I understand what you're saying, though. But even then,
like, think about.
But even then, what else are you doing with your money? Because if you're not paying for a place on your own, is the money going somewhere else? Because if that's the case, if you're splitting $1,000 with 2 other people and you're only paying $300 for rent or some shit like that, then nigga, that does mean you're broke. That means you broke.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, that means you're broke.
It might not. You don't have a lot of money, but if you're living below your means, then you got money. You at least have.
If you live below your means, sure. But people who live below their means, excuse me, people who live that low, they don't. It's not someone who's making $50,000 a year living in a small ass apartment with 2 other people so they can spend $300 a month.
There are people that do that. That's what I'm telling you.
Or if you meet with them, then have at it. I still wouldn't even want to date with nobody like that.
Why not?
With you. No, that's fucking stupid as hell.
Why is that stupid? Why everybody got, just because you got the money, you're supposed to spend it?
I'm not saying you have to spend it, but that at that point, I'm pretty sure that so again, what are you doing with the money? Then that's what I would have to ask.
You asking that individual?
Yeah, I would have to ask that individual, what are you doing with the money?
Well, I hope it's saving.
I would have to know.
Or investing, one of the two.
Yeah, because if you just having it and then you're just spending it, then that's still stupid.
Right, but I think that women that are entrepreneurs, I think that's very attractive. Most entrepreneurs don't have a lot of money because they're working out their house. You feel me? So it's like if I'm fucking with her, I know first of all she's not gonna have a lot of time. Top of that, she's probably not gonna have a lot of money. That's both cool, but she's clearly a person based off the fact that she's an entrepreneur who's accustomed to taking care of herself. Like, you don't have to worry about not another person taking care of her, et cetera, et cetera. That's a perfect situation for me, no cap.
And you know what's so crazy that we're saying is the fact that the bar is taking care of
Yourself, you. As if you're not supposed to already be independent. Like, if you're over, man, once you pass like 15, you should start trying to fight for your own independence from your parents. You just start doing things like go out and get a fucking job and make some money so that when you win a game, you don't have to ask your parents no more. Literally, I was willing to get like a paper route job for like $40 a month. It was so much work. That was like they gave me a slave paycheck. But I applied for it and I got it. My mom was so mad that they were taking advantage of kids that she's like, no, you're not doing that bullshit. And she called them and said that, nah, he's not going to participate in that nonsense. That's how bad I wanted just anything so that I wasn't relying on them all the time.
And I think that's crazy though, that as a man, the financial expectations for a partner is to just take care of yourself. Well, on the other side, it's way more than
I heard it's way more. I heard like he has to make twice as much as me. It's like, why?
Why does he have to make twice as much as you? Why don't you just make more money?
And if you do make more money, then what if you just get a raise and then he doesn't qualify no more? You gonna kick him out? Shit don't make no fucking sense. How is that gonna benefit? How does that positively impact the relationship? A person, the man making 2 times more than the woman. How?
Oh, because they, again, I don't know. Maybe they just want someone to take care of their shit, but that don't make no sense to me.
I think it might have been Desiree's tweet where she was like, it was like, my money is my money and your money is our money.
Yeah, our money, yeah.
And I was like, no, the fuck, it's not.
That's not how that works.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But again, I just don't understand. But the fact that's way more common. Like, it's way more common for a man financial expectations for a woman to be below what we saying, like, I can take care of you type of shit, rather than the other way around. Mm-hmm. And that's just ridiculous. And again, if that's how you move, that's how you move. But that shit just don't make no sense to me at all.
On the list of things you're looking for from women, like finances, aside from just taking care of yourself, which is hardly a qualification.
Horrible.
It doesn't even. I don't even think it would breach the top 10.
Oh, for me it would.
What's your list look like? Oh, you got like a fruit fly on you. I'm gonna have to get a fruit fly catcher. It would have to be like we got a similar sense of humor. You'd have to,
which I realize is like up there.
Yeah, you had to be very ambitious. Mm-hmm. You would
great communication,
without a doubt. I need you to be honest. I'm starting to realize how important that is.
Honesty.
I don't need you fucking playing games. That shit is corny. I don't have time for that bullshit.
And then after that is you getting closer to the thing.
Now giving great head.
Okay, good sex. Okay.
Next. Head specifically, man. Sex could be its own thing.
Jesus Christ. So we have 5. I'm telling you, finances is definitely top 10.
Man, we haven't even named like any physical features.
You said looking good.
Did I say that shit? I don't think I said that shit.
All right, fine. Looking good.
Cool. 6. That's at 6. God damn.
Which is even so high. Yeah, that's actually a better question. How much does looks pertain to you when you finding someone?
I don't know, man.
Because
I'm just trying to figure that out right now.
Because looks to me is actually not even top 3. It's not top 3, no. Sense of humor, communication. I actually think finance or being able like having some type of responsibility might. Being financially responsible for yourself is higher than looks for me.
I think that
is higher than looks.
I think it's more important, but because you don't know nothing about her, but the first thing you know about her is how she looks. If she's butt ugly, she can have every other quality, but you're probably not gonna spend the time to figure that shit out.
Yeah, but she can't be dead zero in looks.
What if she's like? What if she's average? What if she's a 5?
If she's a 5 in looks, you got a 5 in looks and then an 8 in looks over here. But the 8 in looks can't take care of herself at all, and she's depending on you. You're not talking to her. But if the 5 is you're willing to overlook the looks or at least like acknowledge that, but realize that the financial implications is way more. Now, of course, if there's a 5 and an 8 and they both have the ability to take care of themselves, and that's different. But if we're talking about one is vastly disparate in one area than the other, like if you just can't take care of yourself financially, I just don't care how good you look. That shit is not going to like change. Like, I'm not fucking with you.
But you'd fuck though.
I'm getting to the point where I don't even think I would fuck anymore.
You know what's crazy? I knew you were gonna say that too.
Because I'm because I know for a fact how toxic that is, and I have to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit about like, oh well, like why you ain't talking to me no more and all that other extra shit. Like I don't even want to deal with that no more, dead ass. I don't even really want to even go back and forth with you. So if it means that I don't have to like, if it means that I'm willing to not fuck, just so I don't have to keep going with the back and forth with you, I would actually let that shit go.
I agree.
Because pussy is pussy. I'm getting to the point of that too. Like pussy just pussy. Now head, you're right. Head could be a bit different. Head could be a bit different.
Wow.
But sliding in some pussy is just pussy. Now the way she throwing it back, that could be different too. I'm trying to figure. She would have to be literally peak everything else for I would even overlook the fact that she couldn't financially take care of herself.
No.
She would have
Actually,
to be.
yeah,
she would have to be literally peak
right.
at everything else.
No, she's not gonna be doing that.
So exactly. So that means that I think being financially responsible and capable of taking care of yourself, which again is a fairly slow standard for an adult.
Oh, we didn't mention this, but this is one of the most important things to me is actually being able to learn how to take responsibility. Because I'm still pretty bad at it, but I was horrible at it like 5 years ago.
Nah,
I'm getting
15 months ago.
no, but so I was worse before.
Oh man,
yeah, believe it or not, I was worse before. And now I've realized that
I don't think you were as bad as you think you were. Because there's no way you can grow a YouTube channel in 5 years and not understand accountability and responsibility within yourself.
Nah, I had like business accountability, but I didn't have like personal life, like life accountability. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But like women that don't know how to like, man, nothing, like you don't see how you contributed to how things played out. You can't just recognize the contribution your actions made. And we'd have had plenty of moments in this house where that was a problem. And that's so and that's so frustrating to me. That is the most frustrating shit because that might be the most important thing for me the more I think about it, because unless I'm just trying to fuck, because there's actually no future with a person that never knows how to say when they fucked up.
So lack of self-accountability. So self-accountability,
but which is really just self-awareness.
Okay, so I agree, because that's one of my hot phrases, self-awareness. Because there's a lot of niggas who just don't have self-awareness
at all.
When I say niggas, I mean like men and women. I don't know if people realize that by now. So like when I say niggas, like niggas just don't understand shit, and they're not even really aware of other shit that's going around them and their impact on it.
And to a certain extent, all right,
that's higher than looks.
See, okay, so this is
looks. I mean, dead ass serious. Looks is definitely at the bottom of a top 10 list.
This is my working theory.
Looks is at the bottom,
and it could change. I think looks is just what like gets you in the door. You feel me? Like if you're not attracted to her, then you're not gonna like, or you might fuck, but I mean it's not gonna be pleasurable.
But yeah, you can't. But it's still a top 10 trait though.
But that's just the first thing though, and then comes everything else.
But it's still a top 10 trait. So because
I don't even know if I'd put in the category with the rest of the traits though.
But because it's a top 10 trait, it is something that you're making a judgment call off of. Like if you like playing video games or not, that's not a top 10 trait of mine. So like if you do it, that's a bonus, but it's not cracking my top 10s list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
you just need like a duos partner.
So because of that, if you like, that's not really something I'm judging you off on or not. But looks is to the point where it has to be a top 10. Now, I agree with you. Looks can get you in the door, but you can also get the fuck out of that door really quick if you don't meet any of the other ones. Being funny, and that's why like I be trying to tell people in general, just be yourself and like just do who you are. Because if you're funny, that can also get you in the door.
Not necessarily though, because women will tolerate more the more attractive they think you are. You could be unfunny and they'll find you.
I'm not talking about them niggas. I'm talking about me.
I know, but I'm saying when you flip it the other way, because if a woman says something funny, she could be hideous or the most beautiful person on the planet, and either way, if this shit is funny, I'm gonna laugh. You feel me?
Facts.
But not the other way around. Like I could say something unfunny, but if a woman finds me attractive, then she's just gonna start laughing, and that's real shit.
Well, men do that too, though.
No, I don't know. I can't speak for everyone else.
Yeah,
but
men do that.
I'm not gonna fake laugh because then I'm just gonna you're gonna think like, oh no, that bad joke. We need some more of that. And
Nah, man, men do that as well.
who's fake laughing?
Those are just simps in general. Simps
Who is
just,
fake? Man, if the shit is not funny and you're laughing, she's gonna make more of the jokes.
men do that as well.
You just
But
did it to yourself, man.
what I'm about to say,
Oh man, I've never met a person who did that. No cap.
so self-awareness, sense of humor definitely is up there.
Yeah. Ambition is really important to me. Cause if I'm gonna have you around me, I can't have you like
ambitious.
being lazy and shit while I'm in the middle of fucking working my ass off day and night.
Okay, ambitious. Honesty.
Without a doubt.
Honesty.
And that's really just being genuine. It's not really about honesty. It's like, you know, when you're talking to a woman and you know that she's not capping, but then sometimes you talk to a woman and you're like, man, how, why would you just lie about that?
Yeah.
Because any woman that feels like she doesn't have to lie about herself for me to accept her, that is immediately more attractive.
And then communication.
Yeah.
That's your top 5?
For the time being. There might be something I just didn't think of.
That's more or less my top 5 as well. But even when we get beyond a top 5,
how about finances, Lo?
finance is like 6 or 7.
Oh, really?
It's higher than looks, bro. It's higher than looks. Looks might dead ass be 8, 9, or 10. I mean, dead ass serious.
No, bro.
So looks is what for you? Because it can be high. You saying looks is higher than financial?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Okay. The fact that it's even close. Yeah, looks might be higher.
No, agent. No.
Looks might be higher.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
But
No.
that it can't be because
No. Especially because of the standard that we're having right
yeah,
now.
yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not.
So
'Cause if I found out you couldn't take care of yourself, we have nothing more to talk about. It's over.
Exactly.
But if you're like
sex is 6.
that fact that it's even that low, but head has to be a top 5 for me. I'm not gonna lie. It has to be.
So communication is lower than head.
I'm like, yo,
I don't know. We might don't know.
because if she's already self-aware and being genuine,
And funny.
and we could put communication down there, because she had to give good calm. You have to.
So all right, let me ask you that.
and not just
What are you willing to like push aside for head? Like if she gave you like subpar head, but she had you rolling with jokes.
what is it?
She was a fucking comedian, nigga. She had you dying, nigga.
Nah, I would still have head over that. No cap.
No,
I would still have head.
No.
But she has to like. It's not just giving
Nah.
good head though, bro. It's like being enthusiastic.
I was gonna say like willing to do it.
if she just hears like, man, it's been a long day, come out of my mouth. If that's the trigger for it,
And then she just used to like.
oh my god,
She used to like this. She like a long day.
a lot.
Right on the
I
knees.
can take care of that. Like if I hear that low, oh man, that's actually. I'm not exaggerating. That
So head is top 5 for you. Top 5.
yeah. Cause I'm
Yeah, like-
lazy though. I'm like, you don't have to do nothing.
No, I'm not a lazy fuck you. That's just you.
Yeah.
Communication might have to go down to 6.
Yeah. Communication ain't even.
If we on the same page, we don't really got to talk that much anyway.
Word.
Exactly.
I actually love. I love communicating with women that like when we don't talk for a couple weeks, like that's normal. That's not weird. Because
but the biggest thing about communication is you got to make sure you communicate when something is wrong, though. You know what I'm saying?
I always do that. Women are usually pretty bad at that, but not always. Like sometimes they won't feel comfortable telling me, and sometimes like there's some things I won't say just because I know it might like break her, but it's true.
Yeah.
And like I had to weigh out the options there. I'm not just gonna be a ruthless fucking dickhead.
So wait,
24/7.
Is head over honesty? Because it sounds like self-awareness is starting to be number 1.
I think head is over honesty, man. For real. Like self-awareness has to be number one.
Number
or
one,
else
okay.
you're actually exhausting to be around.
Exactly. Because you wouldn't even be self-aware if you gave trash head. So okay, so self-aware is number 1.
Or like sometimes they'll give trash head, but for some reason they're like they just think they give the greatest.
Yeah, I need you to know like that wasn't the best effort you put in. Like You just need to be aware of yourself. Like when we get done and you roll, and you had a time where y'all done and she's like, "You really didn't like that." It was like, "Huh, man." And then she gets back to work, nigga. Oh man. So your self-awareness is number one.
Yeah, it has to be.
I think that's in any really relationship I would want to have with someone, male or woman. Self-awareness is number one.
True.
Number two, mine's might actually be sense of humor.
But mine is head for sure.
Oh my god.
Now that I think about it, man. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Mine's might be sense of humor number two. I know you're not.
I'm getting a notepad so we can write down our list. You feel
All right, so
me?
self-awareness is number one.
Low got self-awareness.
Number two is humor.
Humor. Okay. Number 3. I'm gonna do agents list here. Number 1 is self-awareness.
Number 2 is
Great.
firehead. And
I'm
then put
gonna
in parentheses.
enthusiastic.
All right, my third,
Uh-huh.
it has to be honesty.
Okay.
Honesty.
I'm gonna go with humor for my third, just because. And that doesn't mean she has to be funny. That just means like we have to understand each other's humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
What's your fourth?
My fourth,
Should be head, right?
no, I'm gonna go communication.
Oh wow.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go with honesty for sure for my fourth.
It was my time, right?
Ideally, she's great at all of these. That'd be splendid.
Yeah, no, but we just gotta check. That's all.
Of course. What's 5?
I'm feeling we're forgetting one of them because we squeezed head into the top 5 now. So there's one of them that we had before.
There was communication. There was finances.
Looks wasn't it.
Looks. I'm just writing down
Okay,
the
okay.
stuff that we haven't even included on the
Sex,
list.
since we separated head and sex.
Okay.
Sex might be my 5.
Word? More than head?
You can be whack at head as long as I can fucking get a nut off. Because I actually like to
I
fuck.
feel like because there's actual pressure when you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that, like if you come in 4 minutes, like, oh man, that was only
we just about to
enjoyable
do it
for one
again.
party.
I know we better just no. I don't have sex like that. I make sure. I at least try my hardest to make sure that she also had a good time as well. Even if that means I gotta eat pussy. Like I hope you know that. That's a fact.
I know. Okay, I believe you.
You didn't know that, right? hey, best friend. Did you know that?
I do that. Yeah, we're not best friends. Remember?
Movie roommates.
We're just acquaintances.
That's even weirder. Telling an acquaintance, hey, I love eating head, guy. Shit.
I think looks is gonna be here for me. No cap. No. Yeah, it is. No cap. I got
Over
mine.
finances?
Yeah, for real.
Oh no, I can't. That's definitely.
Actually.
Oh, you said ambition. That was the one that
Oh,
was.
man, I gotta redo my list.
So where
this is tough.
So where you putting
Oh
ambition?
man, we at the 2-hour mark. I know these Noti Gang guys is gassed.
Ambition is what? 2 for you? Yeah, I know you putting ambition over head. I know you putting ambition over head, right?
No, because
you putting ambition over head, right? I dare you to go back on your word. The shit you've been talking about for the past 16 months.
But I think the more I talk to him and the more I realize, like, I thought that her being ambitious would be like a net positive for me in my life. But in most situations, I'm already so ambitious, independent of anybody else, that unless she's just doing nothing with her life, then there's no real way. You feel me?
Okay.
So like, I'd rather have all these things before that. No cap. I might not even put it at 6 for real.
What about successful?
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be a D's list. Hey, if you guys are watching on YouTube, drop a comment on what your list looks like. I'm genuinely curious.
I'm putting.
Okay, so Lowe's list.
I'm putting ambitious 6.
Okay, Lowe's
And then
list. So
successful 7.
okay, boom.
Because you can, as long as you're ambitious, that means you're going to eventually reach to the success.
Ambition and successful is kind of one and the same.
No, it's not.
You know, a lot of women think
Because some people are successful and they just stop being ambitious.
I guess. I don't know anybody like that though.
But then also you have to, as long as you're always thriving for something, even if you don't, you're not the most successful.
Yeah, okay, I
at
see
it.
what
Yeah,
you're saying. I
that's
see what you're
I'm saying.
saying. What's 8? When are you gonna put head on this list?
Finance.
Oh my god.
This nigga said, well, where's the head? looks, and then head at 10.
Very disappointing list. Okay, so Lowe's list.
That's a crazy. This list we're making is the most ridiculous shit in the world.
So Lowe's list looks like this. 1 is self-awareness, humor, honesty, communication, sex, ambitious, successful, financial,
I actually
looks,
put
and head.
financial above ambitious. No, just
That's
no,
a
nigga,
horrible
No,
list.
successful is still below ambitious.
Oh, okay. Am I retarded?
Yeah, you could have just hit enter and then just put it, but you got it.
You know what Drake said? I just wanna be successful.
See, looks is
And he
much.
did that shit, bro.
I want you to do your because looks is way lower than I think a lot of people are willing to admit. And I understand what you mean by looks is what gets you in the door, but like looks is only going to last for only a certain amount of time. And be honest with you, head is only going to last for a certain amount of time as well. Because as soon as I'm done with the head.
No,
We're gonna be doing a way more communicating, way more laughing than you would my dick in your mouth.
Oh man, no. Bro.
Don't ever
No,
roll
bro.
your eyes and do that again. Stop.
Okay. I don't think looks is that high, so let me remove that.
Yeah, I must say, you know it's not.
All right, so recite your list while I write my list.
All right. Self-awareness, number 1. Humor, honesty, communication, sex, financial, ambitious, successful, looks, and then head. And I might low-key post that on Twitter tomorrow. Just to let everybody know what the fuck time I'm on. Oh shit!
Okay, I'm getting close to getting my fucking, sex.
You don't come across as like a PDA type of guy.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't want you.
Wait, what's it called? PDA?
Public display of affection.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about? I'm not. I don't.
I think Waleed is though. I'm gonna ask Waleed tomorrow. Waleed is definitely that type.
Especially not in public.
Oh,
Nah.
Waleed is not a daddy nigga.
What does that mean?
Remember we was asking like, do you like being
Oh.
called daddy and while having sex?
he said no?
And he's not. Yeah, I definitely thought. I think Phantom is. I might ask Phantom next time here. Duke might be that type of nigga too. That ass.
Wow, this is an interesting list now that I'm thinking about it. I like putting things like, because when you do this, like you just get a different like perspective for shit. Looks a 7 for me, man. What the fuck?
And you know that's a fact too.
Yeah.
And it's what's so crazy. The more and more I thought about it, the more and more I started to realize, yeah, looks really ain't even that high. That's tough.
Like it's cool
It's still a top 10. It's still top 10.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my list. Self-awareness first, enthusiastic head.
That's retarded that you have that. I'm just gonna let you know.
And you know, I'm
And you're not even capping, right?
like if I have to the point where like if I have to persuade you, like if I can't just be like, yo, like right now, and then like if that's not enough, like if I had to start like, oh, you're tired, like how are you always tired? I'm out. Like I don't want to have that conversation.
God
with you.
forbid she's tired.
No, she could be tired, but she can't be tired 3 days in a
Put that
row.
on my shit as well.
What,
Ambitious
enthusiastic?
head. No, because I know expeditious head.
Hopefully I spelled that
Enthusiastic. Yeah, you're right. I understand what you're saying. Ambitiously enthusiastic head.
shit right. Expeditiously enthusiastic. All right, so I got self-awareness first, head second, humor, honesty, successful, financial, looks, communication, ambitious, and then sex. Sex is last. Wow. Don't care about that, I guess.
So looks and sex is 9 and 10.
No, my looks is 7.
So, I'm sorry. It's so that shit is much lower than I think a lot of people are willing to admit.
Yeah, word.
Looks.
Because I just have
I
like
know.
a high standard for the people I keep around me, and there's no way you could hold yourself to that standard if you're not self-aware. Like you just wouldn't even come close. So like if you don't know yourself, you feel me? And maybe that's why I generally date older women, because they've had more time to learn themselves.
Yeah.
And so they don't have to guess who they are. They don't have so many questions about themselves. Like you should at least have a good understanding of what you're good and bad at by the time you're fucking
And
25.
again, being self-aware helps out with everything else.
Literally, I swear to God, man.
Like,
You would be way more likely to be all of these things, good at all of these things, if you're self-aware.
well, maybe not looks, but because only. Well, no, yeah, you're right.
you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Self-awareness is pretty high up there.
Word. All right, man. So those are our lists right there. Boom. For the people watching on YouTube, you can see it on video.
Caring and loving overhead.
We gonna add caring and loving to this shit? I don't give a fuck about those.
But see,
oh no, we did forget some shit. Low caring, loving, and understanding. I forgot about how important understanding is.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Head is not on my shit no more. Cause the further part of it, I've dated women who don't give the greatest head at all, and and that was still okay with me. I would love it.
So what do you want me to put at 10?
I'm gonna just let everybody know right now. I would love it if you had that fire mouth. Huh? But I can go without it.
So what's 10 for you? If we're removing head, what's 10?
Understanding, I think is very important.
Yeah, no cap. We're gonna take out communication for me and put understanding there.
Understanding is higher than looks.
In fact, I might not even need ambitious on this list. I already had successful there.
So you're fine with them being successful and no longer seeking more success?
It might be an interesting counterbalance to my unrelenting need to continue to stay ambitious. You know what I'm saying? But like in like a zen way, not in a lazy, I'm nihilistic and I've given up on everything. Watch, and I'm a victim.
Yeah, not to that extreme. But I'm talking about like I'm already at a point where I'm successful. I'm living comfortably, and I'm just not thriving for anything else because what I'm doing right now, I'm comfortable at what I'm doing. Are you okay with that?
I don't know what I just removed from 9.
Just do.
It's gonna drive me crazy, though.
Control Z.
On Notepad, you can only Control Z once.
Oh,
fuck it. I guess I'm making a new shit. Ambitious as it looks. No,
what did you take off mine? Look at mine and look at yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, man. That's what I'm doing right now. Communication.
Ambitious, nigga.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, fuck it. Yeah, that's my list. That's my list, bro.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, communication. Where's your communication at?
You know what, you were. I can't have you being ambitious, but you don't know how to talk.
That's
my list, bro.
That's a fact. That's a dead ass fact.
Oh man,
I like my list.
No, your list is underwhelming.
You just gotta know how to fuck. Like no cap. Sometimes, because I can't even nut off a head sometimes. Like you have to be like really, really good at head.
What?
You have to be immaculate at head for me to like nut.
Bro, I enjoy it so much. I had to like try to like hold out just so like I could enjoy it for more than like 3 minutes. Cause it's so great.
It's good. But every single time I have head, I immediately think of ways I could be fucking you at that point in time.
Really?
So yeah, I just much rather like to fuck. I like foreplay more than the head, honestly. Yeah, I love a lot of things.
I noticed.
My shit, that shit is on point. Mine's on point. I fuck with mine. I fuck with mine a lot.
I think you need to add something to yours, man. You missing a couple, man. You got communication way too high.
No, communication is key. I enjoy talking to people and stuff like that.
I feel like
I enjoy talking to people that I understand that we're on the same wave and we can communicate and have great conversation. Because if we just around each other not really talking, after a while that might come across as boring. And also through communication, humor, and both improve our self-awareness because we both communicating with one another about ourselves. Yeah, I think communication is very, very key. Also, I think communication helps people and stuff like that. It doesn't hold back what you're doing. I mean, even think about with AMP and stuff like that. A lot of things that y'all get done, it's through communication. Y'all talk to one another. You voice your opinions. You convey your problems. All that shit is communication. In a relationship, a lot of people, they feel conflicted about telling that to the other person because some of it may be highlighting their insecurities. But if you feel comfortable around me with communicating, all that shit is important to me. So now that's very, very much so important.
As you were saying that, man, I just moved that up from 9 to 8. You feel me? Just give it a quick little bump. You feel me, man?
Some people lose their relationships off of lacking communication. A lot of people do, actually.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Well, some people lose their relationship off of finances. So.
You know, as you say that.
Matter of fact, how many times have niggas have lost their relationships off of looks?
Probably a decent amount, to be honest.
Probably a decent amount, but not like a lot. The reason why is because I already know what you look like when we first started this shit. If some shit come up and you not talking to me about the shit, then yeah, that's kind of dead. I fucks with my list though. I fucks with it. I fucks with my list.
All right, my
Sex
list.
at 10 is kind of wild.
Yeah, but fuck it. Success. Man, I'm gonna have to redo this list.
I love eating
when
pussy
have
so
some-
much. I can't do. I can't. You can't just be head. I gotta like. It's just too much. I gotta do.
Oh, okay.
Sex has to be higher than 10 for me.
Okay, interesting. You know what? Now that you're talking low, man, this is very important to me now. I don't know why it's important to me. Okay, so I got successful. I'm gonna drop that down right here. Boom. That's the perfect list.
I'm posting my list on Twitter. I'm posting it. Don't care.
Okay, cool.
The top 10 things I'm looking for in a woman. I'm posting it on Twitter.
I kind of
I
want.
mean, that's serious. I'm posting
See,
my
now we
shit.
had to have a woman on the pod. Nah, I left while you
I
were
really-
on the pod with when you were on stream with Pink. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Did she say you had to come on the pod?
Yeah, she said yeah.
Oh man, so
She said she's gonna be in Atlanta. Because they doing a thing. They doing some 2K thing in Atlanta.
when is that?
I don't know. She said so. I'll text her tomorrow and I'll figure out.
Or
But yeah, she's doing some 2K
that'd be
thing
a
in
dope
Atlanta.
pod.
Yeah, it would be a dope ass pod.
I'm gonna troll a lot.
Yeah, dickhead. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to the queen? But yeah, we do need to have a female on the podcast.
Mm.
I mean, I know a few, but I don't know if you want to. I actually know one who I think would actually. Is she in Atlanta still? If she's in Atlanta, I know for a fact she would jump on.
But is she like? Would you think she'd be a contributing member?
And this like these type of conversations we having.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Then
think
why
she would
not?
open up. Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know if she's in Atlanta right now. That's
Oh,
all because she works out the city and comes back for holidays. But she's supposed to be working in Atlanta soon.
Kobe. That would have hit.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap
That would've
this
hit
up.
if the light wasn't
Let's go ahead
there.
and wrap. The light has always been there.
I get that, but it was. A
Why
proper
would
shit.
you shoot it that high and you know it was going to
'Cause-
matumbo
'cause-
your shit? All right, let's go wrap this up. Hey, shout out to our podcast people out there. Thank y'all for rocking with us on this 2-hour long adventure. You know, we got the list right there. You see what we doing, looking for women. Yo, all my single ladies, hit me up. Dead ass. You see what you need to reach and shit like that. And if you ain't got the greatest, I might have to put understanding a little higher than 10.
Okay. We'll work on this.
But
after
yeah.
the pod,
But if just because, in short, as a man, at least from coming from us too, if you interested, you know what I'm saying, you can slide in the DMs.
us two, no.
What?
You talking to people watching the podcast?
I'm talking to the women out there watching this shit. So just to let y'all, women in general, you know what I'm saying, just coming from two highly successful
No, one.
millionaires.
He's speaking for himself.
No, listen to what I'm about to say. Fuck.
Okay.
Listen to two highly successful millionaires, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Just
Again,
because
I'm not a millionaire. Are you a millionaire?
Yes, you are.
I'm not a millionaire.
Stop being bashful. Stop it. Anyway, from two highly successful millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Looks isn't always, you know, the underlying factor to why we fuck with you or you don't. And don't be insecure about if you don't believe you don't look all that great. Because I know a lot of women in general put a lot of value into their looks because they think that's how a lot of people value them.
I think that's just us, though, bro.
No, I actually believe a lot of, especially successful millionaires. I think when they want to continue to grow, or at least a successful businessman, when we want to grow and we want someone to be alongside the ride, and if the only thing that you're providing is looks, I can legitimately go get that from a dozen other women. But it ain't that many women who could fulfill all of those other qualifications before we get to looks. Like by the time we get to looks, we've already trimmed out a lot of other women out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if you believe you don't really look all that great, it's cool because you know us millionaires still rocking with you. But shout out to all my people out there in Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, Apple. Make sure there's 5-star. I forgot in the beginning we upload every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you go check us out. Shout out to my word of mouth people because y'all showed me mad love in Pink Stream. You know what I'm saying? Me and the Queen got into it. I beat her in 2K, so it's cool. It's nothing crazy. It's light facts.
How she beat you?
Huh?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And yo, shout out to my people on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell so you can join the Know the Gang. Any closing words you want to say?
I gotta adjust my list. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this down pat. You feel me? Just
I think my list is straight. I think maybe understanding has to be a little bit higher. It'd be crazy if I had looks at 10. I think people may think I'm capping, but I'm not capping at all.
yeah, that would be wild. You're just already really low.
But you have sex at 10.
That crazy?
And niggas gonna be like, because all women's gonna be like, this nigga just want his head just sucked
Yo,
off.
there's-
And you have head at 2 with sex at 10.
Oh.
It's, you know, women gonna be like, nigga, y'all niggas separating head and sex? That's crazy. That's crazy, but it is a fact.
Oh,
It's a fact.
okay.
But yeah, we'll see y'all next time, bro.
Deuces. That's how we end this shit now.